To splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Nick DeLuca. The Ryder Cup rolls on at Bethpage Black. Europe taking a 3-1 lead in the morning matches this afternoon. Sepp Straka and Jon Rahm 2 up on Scheffler and Spaun. Bryson DeChambeau and Ben Griffin 1 up on Rose and Fleetwood, both through 10 holes. Justin Thomas and Cameron Young 3 up. Rory McIlroy and Shane Lowry 2 up, both through 9. In the NFL, Chiefs trying to avoid a 1-3 start against the Ravens on Sunday. Wide receiver Xavier Worthy off the injury report and will play. Missed KC's last 2 games with a shoulder injury. Ravens tight end Isaiah Likely, a full participant at practice. He's listed as questionable to make his season debut on Sunday. Baltimore -2.5 on ESPN Bet. The Commanders ruling out quarterback Jaden Daniels for a second straight week with a knee sprain. Star receiver Terry McLaurin out with a quad injury. Marcus Mariota will make a second straight start for Washington. In baseball, Cubs trying to close out home field in the wild card series, up 4-0 in the top of the 7th on the Cardinals. Pete Crow Armstrong with a 2-run shot.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ Chris Candy coming up Monday from the NFL to college football and, of course, Major League Baseball. I'll recap it all in my Upon Further Review at 7 a.m. Eastern. It's Unsportsmanlike weekday mornings at 6 right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After Further Review.
Say it one more time.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from downtown Baton Rouge.
Let's ride! Oh!
And off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. It's AFR live from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Christmas Light Installers. We are glad to have you hanging out with us on a football Friday. LSU, Ole Miss, Saints going to get massacred in Buffalo. We got a ton to do. Phil Steele in 15 minutes. Theriot next hour. Let us begin as we do every single day.
It's time to pop the top on another edition of AFR with Bud Light. Drink easy.
All right, we are going to count you down all throughout this afternoon to LSU at Ole Miss, a giant game that both of these teams feel like if they win it will put them on a trajectory to the college football playoff. You've heard that plenty from Ole Miss people throughout the course of this week. They think if they get by this game, there's really 2 games the rest of the schedule that they sort of worry about. If they dropped them both, they'd be 10-2, and that would be enough to be in the college football playoff. Obviously, for LSU, if they move to 5-0, it would be hard to find another game on the schedule, maybe at Bama, maybe at Oklahoma, where LSU would be an underdog. So a lot on the line for the Tigers and the Rebels in Oxford on Saturday afternoon. So we're going to get a ton of thoughts on this. Now, look, I don't need to wait until the end of the show for you to know where I stand on this game. I've already said it all week. I gave an I published an impassioned Locked on LSU episode this morning. Got more compliments on that than anything I've done this year so far. But the bottom line is, I think this is super simple. I think LSU has an elite defense. I think a lot of people have tried to discredit LSU's defense because Clemson and Florida are not very good football teams. That's fine, but if you then are going to turn and prop up Ole Miss's offense, let's also point out the teams that Ole Miss has played, because the bottom line is Ole Miss has put up some gaudy offensive statistics that is inarguable, but when you look at the 4 defenses that they have gone against as far as their pass defense rating, you were talking about quite literally 4 of the worst pass defenses in the country. Georgia State is 120th, Kentucky is 123rd, Arkansas is 74th, Tulane is 105th. Ole Miss has put up gaudy stats against garbage teams, and they're about to face what might be the best defense in college football, and they're going to be using a former Division II quarterback to try to run the show. And as my friend Russ Mitchell said, Ferris is not a state, it's a wheel. And I think I think Trinidad Chambliss is in for a very rude awakening Saturday in Oxford. There's no secret about how I feel about this game. I'll give you a formal pick and all at the end of the show like we always do. But I think the Tigers are in an awesome spot. The home team has won the last 5 in this series. I think that absolutely ends on Saturday. I have not felt this confident about the LSU Ole Miss result since 2022. And if you remember that season, in 2022, LSU, it was Brian Kelly's first year. Ole Miss was 7-0. They were ranked in the top 10 in the country because they were undefeated. They hadn't beaten anybody with a pulse. And at the beginning of that week, I said definitively, remember, LSU they lost to Florida State, and they got blown out by Tennessee. And I said before, at the start of that week that I wasn't even waiting to the end of the week, that LSU was going to win the game. I got crushed by Ole Miss people all week, because how dare I pick against the top 10 undefeated Rebels. I said, y'all ain't played nobody. And LSU beat them 45-20. It was a beatdown in Baton Rouge. I know this game's on the road, but I have not felt this bullish about this game since 2022. I was right then, I'm right now. We can pussyfoot around this thing all we want. LSU's a better team. They got a better quarterback. They got an awesome defense. They got a better coach. Everything about LSU is better in this football game. They're going to go win in Oxford. Anyway, we'll talk plenty about it throughout the day. There's a bit of disappointing news that Brian Kelly did share on Thursday when he met with reporters. Actually, this was on his radio show on Thursday night. So we learned on Monday that Gabe Reliford had a subluxation of his shoulder. Brian Kelly likes to go with the technical medical definitions here. Anyway, Gabe Reliford's shoulder injury. Kelly said on Monday that we were going to wait for the week to play out to see just how severe it was, if he was going to be able to play through it, or if he was going to need surgery. Ultimately, Brian Kelly on his coach's show disclosed the injury to Gabe Reliford that is going to cost him his season.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's out for the season. He has a torn rotator cuff, so he'll have surgery next week. And, that's, generally 4 to 6 months. If you look at it on the long end, he'll be back for spring ball. So certainly disappointing for him, feel for him, because he's worked so hard to be in that.
There's a few things here that I think are super relevant. Kelly also in that answer talked about how they replace Gabe Reliford. Now, on Monday, we knew Reliford was not going to play in this Ole Miss game, and Kelly mentioned 4 players. He mentioned Dylan Carpenter, Kalaj Cobbins, C.J. Jackson, and Damian Shanklin. He talked a little bit more about those players, but also just about the situation that this team is in defensively as opposed to where they were last year and how much more able they are to be able to absorb a loss like this.
The next man up is good. And, we're very blessed at that position to have, 3 outstanding fifth-year seniors at that position. Jamari Butler, obviously, Jack Pyburn, and Patrick Payton. All 3 of those guys have been really, really outstanding for us all year. Now there'll be a rotation for that 4 slot. Dylan Carpenter played a lot, a local guy who was really solid for us. Kalaj Cobbins, another local player from New Orleans, now gets an opportunity. And Damian Shanklin, as you know, who had, as a true freshman, had 2 sacks in the game. He'll have an opportunity. So that 4th player us. That's the depth of a roster, right? Just think of if you lose, your starting defensive end last year, you're in trouble. This year is a whole different roster, and we'll be able to manage as our fourth guy.
Remember what happened a year ago. They didn't lose a starting defensive end, but they did lose Jacoby and Guillory in the second week. And what they did was they moved Parashand from end inside. So you really ended up with only 2 last year. You ended up with effectively Braden Swinson and Savion Jones. And just for context here, Braden Swinson and Savion Jones last year each played 637 snaps. Identical. They both played 637 snaps. Those 2 dudes never came off the field. The next most snaps from a defensive end was Reliford with 153 over 13 games. And by the way, more than 40 of those came in the bowl game when he started. So the point being, you just did not have depth. After Reliford, by the way, the next most snaps was Dylan Carpenter with 53. So you had 2 guys that played like every snap for you at defensive end last year. When you look at right now with Jack Pyburn and Patrick Payton as your 2 starters at defensive end, those 2 guys are both over 130 snaps through 4 games. Pyburn is at 130 and Payton's at 133, but Jamari Butler's at 92. And Gabe Reliford's at 85. Reliford would have had more, but for the injury he suffered this past weekend. All that to say, you've had a true rotation. And after that now, the next 4 guys that we're talking about, look, first of all, it's very disappointing for Gabe Reliford. Local guy, played in all 13 games as a freshman. I say local, Louisiana guy from Shreveport. Played at Evangel. Played in all 13 games as a freshman. He's played in all 4 games so far this year. So he does maintain his redshirt year, which is important that it happened now in week 4. But that's a guy at 6'3", 265 who was in line to be a starter. You go add 3 guys via the portal. He could have pouted. Instead, he worked really hard, had a great camp, and has become a really good part of this rotation. As a matter of fact, Reliford and Butler are your 2 highest graded defensive ends at Pro Football Focus. And I think a big reason is because you've got Pyburn and Payton out there, and weakening up an offensive line that gets tired. Then you have this wave of experienced, talented, strong, physical dudes that come in with fresh legs, and they've been able to be really effective. So the question now becomes, who is next? And you heard the 4 that Brian Kelly mentioned there. Now, Carpenter is a kid from Santa Ma. He's 6'4", 250 pounds. Cobbins, I'm super impressed with. When Kalaj Cobbins signed with LSU, he was 6'1", 205. He's right now at 6'3", 238. So he has physically built his body more, and he is an explosive edge rusher. Maybe not great against the run yet, but great off the edge. Jackson's a guy who's 6'4", 250, and then Shanklin is like the all-airport team. He's a true freshman out of Indianapolis, and he's 6'5", 260, and looks it. Got his first game action last week and had 2 sacks in the fourth quarter. Damian Shanklin is the highest ceiling of those guys. Carpenter probably gets the lion's share of those snaps, but if you need an edge rusher, Cobbins could get there in a pinch. Shanklin with the high ceiling could get some runs. So how Blake Baker and the rest of that defensive staff tries to figure out replacing those snaps from Gabe Reliford will be interesting. But what an awesome opportunity for those young guys there. Kevin Peoples to develop these guys. What a great opportunity for these 4 young players with an opportunity to get some reps, some growth and development. And, of course, you'll have Reliford back for next year. So Gabe Reliford done for the season. That's certainly disappointing, but a great opportunity for these other guys to grow and develop. Of course, you got 3 very veteran players ahead of him at that position. So you should be okay. All right, it is After Further Review. We're here at Don Juan Cigar Bar. Our Friday show today is presented by Got Lit Christmas Light Installers, a great sponsor of ours on whiskey and wine for a couple of years. I've told you about them forever. Super easy process. They'll come to your house. They'll give you an estimate for what it would cost to put Christmas lights all over your house. They bring their lights, set them up. You enjoy. When the season's done, they take them down, haul them away. Turnkey, so easy. I'll never do it any other way. By the way, about a 30-mile radius from Baton Rouge. So if you're more than about a 30-mile radius from Baton Rouge, it's probably outside of their area. But check them out online. Get your estimate at gotlitlights.com, gotlitlights.com. Do it right now. We got it pinned in the YouTube chat, gotlitlights.com. All right, well, now I got a quick break. When we come back, Phil Steele, who we visit with every Friday. We'll get Phil's picks on the biggest games of the college football weekend. And then our tailgate segment later, Theriot next hour. We are locked, loaded with a ton to do, and glad to have you hanging out with us here on Football Friday edition of AFR from Don Juan Cigar Bar.
After further review.
Guys, if you want to feel your best, you owe it to yourself to check out Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. YourGoodwood.com, YourGoodwood.com. Listen, for a lot of guys, you might already be on HRT. Here's something I'd like for you to consider. At Goodwood, they offer the lowest prices, never any contracts. So whatever you're paying now for your hormone therapy, you'll pay less at Goodwood. Never any contracts. And, by the way, every 4 to 6 months when you go for your blood labs, normally you have to come out of pocket for that. When you're a client at Goodwood, they pick up that expense for your blood labs. And that's not cheap. YourGoodwood.com. So if you're already on hormone therapy, it's time to switch. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. They're on Drusilla in Baton Rouge. YourGoodwood.com. Start there. YourGoodwood.com. Set up that consultation. See how you can start feeling your best. YourGoodwood.com.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here. We eat out here. We watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Mornings with Brian Haldane is the only live and local talk show in the capital city. Get the news from the newsmakers, along with traffic and weather updates throughout the morning. The conversation starts.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Football Friday, we are live at Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers. And every Friday, we welcome aboard Phil Steele. We preview the biggest games of the college football weekend. PhilSteele.com, STEELE, PhilSteele.com. Make sure you go take that Phil Steele Plus tour. Phil, happy Friday. How are you, man?
You know, I'm doing great, Matt. How about you?
Fired up, man. Great game, LSU Ole Miss, heading into a bye week after this for LSU. So A lot on the line for both teams, and we will get there. Let's start here. A good one out in the desert on Friday night, man. How about TCU, the Horned Frogs, heading out west to take on Arizona State? The Sun Devils, Sparky, a 3.5-point home favorite. You think Arizona State holds serve at home?
I think TCU's a slightly better team this year, but I do think Arizona State being at home is going to be probably the deciding factor. You got Sam Leavitt. He's not having a great year so far, hitting 61% with a 6.3 ratio. But the fact that they're at home, I think Arizona State wins the game. But since the spread's 3.5, I rate these two teams really close. TCU a little bit better. I'll take the points with TCU, figuring Arizona State wins a close one.
Okay, that hook is important there if you can get it. Make sure that you get that. The Saturday slate, Phil, is awesome. I am so fired up. It's one of those days I'm excited to just wake up and not leave the house at all and just watch football from my waking hour to my sleeping moment. In the Big Ten, Southern Cal is headed to Illinois. Man, the Illini licking their wounds after getting just pasted by Indiana last week. Meanwhile, Southern Cal feels quietly 4-0. They're creeping up, ranked 21, and they're a 6.5-point road favorite here. Trojans at Illini. How do you see it?
And you look at the matchups of this game, Matt, and USC looks like the better team right now, and they get a lot of pressure on the quarterback, which has been a struggle for Illinois against Duke in the first half, against Indiana. But both those games are on the road. They're back at home. I expect their offensive line to play a little bit better this week. But a couple of key factors to me in this game. First of all, had this game been played last week, I think Illinois would be a 3-point favorite in the game, and now they're getting a full touchdown at home because of last week's result. And the second thing would be USC doesn't play very well when they travel to the East or Central time zones. In fact, they're just 1-13 against the spread. They dropped all 3 games last year, losing at Michigan, Minnesota, Maryland, and this year they didn't cover at Purdue. You could go back and take a look. 1-13 the last 14 trips. This is a noon kickoff, which is 9 a.m. in the morning for USC. So I think the situation really favors Illinois in this one. I'll take Illinois plus the points to play much better than they did last week against Indiana.
Big bounce back spot for sure. In the SEC, this is an interesting one with Arkansas hosting Notre Dame. Phil, I mean, Notre Dame's got a lot of ground to make up after starting 0-2, but Arkansas, how in the world do you get off the mat after blowing an 18-point lead at home? You make any sense out of this when the Irish are a 4.5-point road favorite?
No, I think Notre Dame deserves to be the favorite, but I love Sam Pittman as a dog. This is an Arkansas team that could easily be 4-0. I mean, they were driving for the winning score against Ole Miss, fumbled. They were setting up for the game-winning field goal against Memphis, fumbled. Had they held on to the ball, they could be 4-0. And the same thing with Notre Dame. A 3-point loss at Miami, that's not bad. And Texas A&M needed a 4th and 11 touchdown in the final seconds to beat them by 1, plus that missed extra point by Notre Dame a little bit earlier. So I think you have two teams that are much better than their record. Should be a great game. Arkansas is fired up for it. Notre Dame, if they win this one, they'll be favored clearly in all the rest of their games. USC, the only question mark, may be down the stretch. I think it's going to be a great game to watch. I personally, I think Notre Dame wins a close one, but the spread's right around that area as well.
Phil Steele's with us, philsteele.com, S-T-E-E-L-E, philsteele.com. Make sure you get there. Take the Phil Steele Plus towards linked. The YouTube link is right there on his homepage. Another one in the Big Ten, Phil, where it's always interesting. I know you and I discussed this last week with the teams traveling, like you just mentioned with Southern Cal going to Illinois. Is Ohio State going to Seattle to take on Washington? We've seen some live movement here. It's down to 7.5. So Ohio State's a 7.5-point road favorite here. Tough spot maybe for the Buckeyes?
I think it is. Now, the spread actually just moved while we were talking. It's up to 9 at this point. So something just happened where, maybe some money came back in on Ohio State for this one. But I think it's a really good situation for Washington. Now, the two factors that would have me really going with Washington and potentially pulling the upset, they've got 2 6'4" corners, but one of them is very questionable for the game. They're also missing their top linebacker for the game. So that hurts against Ohio State. But we've seen first-time starting quarterbacks on the road this year really struggle. Arch Manning, Bryce Underwood, etc. And Julian's saying this is his first road start. Husky Stadium, one of the loudest venues in the country. They've got an explosive offense. In fact, they have scored on like their last 17 offensive possessions, granted against UC Davis and Washington State, but they got Jonah Coleman, Damon Williams at quarterback, and then Boston at the wide receiver spot. So I think they're capable of trading punches with Ohio State. I'd like to have Taquario Davis at corner available for this one, but even if he's not, I like Washington plus the points, and Ohio State should be on guard for this because that's a dangerous spot for a first-time road start for a quarterback.
Got a couple of more here in the afternoon slot I want to get to before we break, come back, talk about the evening. In the SEC, Auburn, Texas A&M is really interesting, and if you look at spots, Phil, A&M coming off a bye after the emotional win against Notre Dame, Auburn, back-to-back road conference games. What a disappointing loss last week at Oklahoma. Can Auburn get off the mat and go give the Aggies a game?
I like A&M in this one, and you hit it right on the head, Matt. The situation greatly favors the Aggies. Coming off a bye, I think they've got some great enthusiasm, getting the last-second win over Notre Dame. And this is a team I had as my number 2 surprise team in the country in the magazine, meaning I thought they had a shot at making the playoff this year. And you look at the rest of their schedule, they clearly have that shot should they get this one. The offensive line, Coach Elko told me in the offseason last year, he said, hey, our offensive line's middle of the road SEC. This year, he said that it's top of the line SEC, a Joe Moore Award contender, and they look like it so far, allowing just 2 sacks and averaging 4.7 yards per carry. They can also get after the quarterback, and we saw that was a weakness. And when you go on the road with your offensive line, you can't really vary your snap counts that much. Allows the defense to tee off. Oklahoma had 10 sacks last week. I think the Aggies can get some sacks here. So the situation really favors them, and I think Texas A&M is a better team on top of it. I'm going to go with A&M minus the 6.5.
One more for you, Phil, here in this afternoon's slate. Another one in the Big Ten. Indiana, my goodness, what do you do for an encore after just absolutely pasting Illinois? Now they have to go on the road, though, to take on Iowa in Iowa City. Indiana, the 8.5-point road favorite there at Iowa. It looks like a big number, Phil. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to lean with the home dog here. We've seen Iowa be pretty tough in Kinnick Stadium against ranked teams, pulled some big upsets, and their offense getting a little bit better each week. Mark Gronowski probably wasn't 100% at the start of the year. He's rounding into form. Last week he hit 12 of 18 for 186, and the defense for Phil Parker, I think if there's anybody that can slow down this Indiana offense, it would be a Phil Parker defense. Indiana looked tremendous last week. That was at home. Now they've got to go on the road and play Iowa. I'll take the points with Iowa. It's a little scary going against what looks like a buzzsaw for Indiana, but I'll take Iowa plus the points at home.
He is Phil Steele. He's with us every Friday. We're at Don Juan Cigar Bar. Today's Friday show brought to you by Got Lit Light Installers, GotLitLights.com. We'll knock out a quick break. We'll continue with Phil. Make sure you get to PhilSteele.com, STEELE, PhilSteele.com. And you can pick up Phil Steele's magazine at Barnes & Noble and Books A Million. We'll continue with the night slate next on AFR.
AFR.
We are brought to you by Duplessis Pool Builders. Check them out online, DuplessisBuilders.net, DuplessisBuilders.net. One of the awesome things I love telling you about with Derek and the great people over at Duplessis is they are community-oriented. And one of the things they're doing right now, I'm so excited about this, is Derek's going to be giving away a pool. And all you have to do to enter is make a $25 donation to Dreams Come True of Louisiana. Awesome organization that grants dreams to children with life-threatening or terminal illnesses. Go to the website, 1045ESPN.com. Make a minimum $25 donation to Dreams Come True of Louisiana, and you're entered to win a pool totally free from Duplessis Builders. And, of course, you're going to help a great cause as well. It's DuplessisBuilders.net, DuplessisBuilders.net, the Dream Pool Sweepstakes benefiting Dreams Come True of Louisiana. DuplessisBuilders.net.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona inviting you to join us for Friday's AFR from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers, because everything looks better when it's lit. We'll see you Friday, 3 to 6 from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Always great to chat with Phil Steele. You'll get him on Twitter, X at PhilSteele042. Make sure you check out PhilSteele.com. STEELE, PhilSteele.com. Phil, let's move into the late afternoon, then into the night slate. One of the maybe quietest 4-0 teams in the country, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. They're at home against Tennessee. The Vols, after their disappointing loss to Georgia, get right spot against UAB last week. Now Tennessee on the road. This opened 9.5, Phil. I'm looking at 7.5 right now. So some Mississippi State love. Where do you fall on the Bulldogs against the Vols?
Yeah, and this is one, Matt, where I'm arguing with my computer all week long. My computer actually likes Mississippi State, calls the game right around even when, and I think if the computer numbers are calling it down, that's probably a big reason for the spread coming down. But in my mind, I just think Tennessee's the better team. And, you look at 7, they've met in their last 8 meetings, Tennessee's won 7 of them. All 7 have been by double digits. Mississippi State's just 3-12 against the spread as a home dog. I think Tennessee's capable going on the road and getting the win. And, my question marks with the Vols coming into the year, Matt, was quarterback. But I think Aguilar's probably a step up from Nico at this point. You look at the running backs, I thought, well, you're losing your all-time rushing leader for a single season in Dylan Sampson, but Thomas and Bishop look great. I think the receiving corps is actually better, led by Chris Brazzell. So I think overall this is a very talented Tennessee team. One whose only loss was to Georgia, and that in overtime, a game they could easily have won. I'm going to take the Vols to be able to handle the Cowbells and win this one by more than the spread. So I'll be arguing all week with my computer. We'll see who ends up higher up at the end of the week.
You just hate to see when that computer starts strutting around the office, Phil. Bragging rights for the computer. It's a bad look for everybody. In the night game, I'm curious with Oregon and Penn State. It's where College Game Day is. It's the big one on the docket for most college football fans. I'm curious where you and the computer fall. The Ducks are a 3.5-point road dog. Feels like house money for Oregon and a giant spot for Penn State, a team that kind of has that mantra with James Franklin, their inability to win the big one, and this is certainly a big one there at Happy Valley.
Yeah, and in this one I like Penn State. Oregon has been more impressive so far this year, blowing teams out left and right. But they still haven't beat a team that actually beat a FBS opponent this year. They have 0 wins in that category. And, Penn State has sort of while they've been winning their games and winning them big, in fact, the only 2 touchdowns they've allowed all year came in the final seconds of games, backdoor covers by both Villanova and Nevada, but their offense hasn't really been rolling. I think Colton Nicky's been holding something back. Colton Nicky, the offense coordinator for Penn State. And keep in mind, Dante Moore, when he was at UCLA, started in 2 hostile environments, at Utah and at Oregon State. And in both those games, he threw 3 interceptions. Now, Dante Moore's looked great this year. He looks much better than he did as a freshman at UCLA. He's got a better supporting cast. But this is a Penn State defense that might be the best in the country. So I think they'll be able to put the pressure on them. And the whiteout conditions at night, it's going to be absolutely deafening there. I'm going to go with Penn State to win this one by more than the 3.5.
All right, Penn State. By the way, you're right. Dante Moore, 11 touchdowns, 1 pick on the season. So a good start, certainly relative to what he was at UCLA. In the SEC, a couple of night contests there. I'd love your thoughts on Kentucky, South Carolina, just because it's been such a disappointing start for South Carolina, Phil. And when you look at what they have ahead in their schedule, if they don't get this one against Kentucky with their next 5 against ranked SEC opponents, I don't know where they're going to get one. The Gamecocks are at home. They're a 5.5-point favorite. Kentucky at South Carolina. Phil, how do you see it?
Yeah, and that was part of the reason, Matt, that I had South Carolina picked in the middle of the pack of the SEC this year was their schedule and the fact that their defense isn't what last year's defense was. And you go back to last year's game, if you watch that, Kentucky came in favored at home, and their offensive line actually got obliterated by South Carolina's front 7. Well, the majority of South Carolina's front 7 is gone, and Kentucky's got a better offensive line. So I think it'll be a much better game than last year. But it is Cutter Boley's first true road start going against South Carolina on the road in a must-win situation. So I agree with you. I think South Carolina circles the wagons. And you know, I was a little impressed with what they did at Missouri last week. While they lost by 9, they were actually leading that thing a good portion of the game. Sellers looked really good throwing the football. I hope they can run it a little. They had -9 yards rushing last week, but I'm going to go with South Carolina to win this one by a touchdown or more.
The big one at night in the Southeastern Conference is Bama-Georgia, a series we all know that Bama has really dominated of late. But, Phil, Georgia don't lose at home under Kirby Smart. The Bulldogs are a 2.5-point home favorite here. Great game in Tuscaloosa a season ago. What do you do for an encore? We'll find out on Saturday night. What do you think, Phil? Crimson Tide at Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah, my eye test tells me Alabama's the more talented team. I think, and they're getting a couple of key players back. They get their running back and a defensive lineman, and I think that's going to be big for them. Ty Simpson and that explosive receiving core against the Georgia defense that gave up 371 yards passing to Tennessee. I think Alabama's the better team, but you hit it right on the head. How do you bet against Georgia at home? They just don't lose between the hedges. And last year, if you looked at their schedule, their 3 toughest games were all on the road. And this year, they get the 3 toughest games all at home. So that's part of the reason I picked Georgia at the top. So I think it's going to be a great game, a tight game. I can't see Georgia winning by more than 3. So if I'm going to bet it, I'm going to take Alabama plus the 3 in this one and feel comfortable because I don't think Georgia gets a margin if they do win. And I think Alabama could potentially pull the upset, but definitely wouldn't be one of my top plays.
Okay. One other, before we get to LSU and Ole Miss, Phil, just one other, because I'm going to be up late at night watching this game. I'm just curious your thoughts. BYU is on the road at Colorado. You know, we got a lot of football degenerates here. They're going to be up well past midnight watching, and this is going to be an interesting one. The Cougs, 3-0 on the road at 2-2 Colorado. And BYU's nearly a touchdown favorite. I'm looking at 6.5 right now. What do we think about that night game in Boulder?
I would lean with BYU -6.5. Now, Bear Bachmeier got his first road start last week against East Carolina, and they did put up 34 points, so that's good. It's good he got that under his belt. But Colorado's a different team at home. Remember, in the opener, they took Georgia Tech to the wire. That thing was 20-20. Georgia Tech got a late touchdown. They just seem to play a lot better at home. They're playing with legitimate revenge as well because last year all the talk prior to the bowl game was about Dion and Shadur Sanders and Hunter and that BYU took it personally and just waxed Colorado in a bowl game. Now Colorado's got them as a home dog, but I do think BYU's the better team. Granted, they haven't played anybody yet. Portland State, Stanford, East Carolina. Nothing really in this level, but I'll take BYU. Get that 6.5, though. I'd be really uncomfortable laying more than 7 in this one.
Phil Steele on Twitter at PhilSteele042. Go to PhilSteele.com, STEELE, PhilSteele.com. All right, Phil, the one that everyone here is going to be locked into, it's LSU at Ole Miss. They call it the Magnolia Bowl, but nobody here calls it that. But it's a game where whichever team wins this game takes a massive step forward in their playoff odds. LSU, a slight road dog here. Ole Miss favored by 1.5. Tigers, Rebels. What do you think Saturday afternoon there in Oxford?
Yeah, I don't think the spread comes into factor in this game at all. So basically you're saying who wins the game. You go back to last year's game, Ole Miss didn't trail for a single second. I had LSU in the game, and I felt a little fortunate at the end that LSU came out the winner in overtime like they did. And I think LSU's a better team than they were last year, and I think Ole Miss is a little bit weaker team than they were last year. Now, defensively, a large edge goes to LSU. I've been really impressed with the defense this year. I think offensively, though, I'm going to give the edge to Ole Miss. Trinidad Chambliss has been an upgrade, I feel, over Austin Simmons. The way Simmons started throwing interceptions at the start of the year, Chambliss hasn't, and he showed the mobility. The home team's absolutely dominated this series, going 10-1 against the spread. So I find it a tough one to call. Now, prior to hopping on with you today, Matt, we had an off-the-phone conversation. You're extremely confident on LSU, and I remember the opener when LSU played Clemson. You loved the under, so that's those are some. I'd like to stick with what Matt's got on this one.
I loved the under in the opener. I loved the under against Florida, which hit, and I think LSU wins this game handily. So I think a money line play and the under are two things that I would love in this game with LSU. Phil, I just think, and I think it happens sometimes this way where maybe odds makers, pundits, sometimes when you look at recent or historical context, there can be outliers that maybe struggle to lines, maybe struggle to catch up. And I think that's what's happened here with LSU because the whole defense is brand new and it's all portal guys and they're veteran guys that just weren't here a year ago. So while LSU struggled with running quarterbacks a year ago, it's none of these guys. And they're really good, man. They are a really, really good defensive team. I think LSU is going to have themselves a day in Oxford, but who knows? Maybe we'll all be laughing at me next week, and maybe your computer will be laughing at you at that for that Tennessee pick as well. Phil, tell them about the Phil Steele Plus Tour.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Matt. Yeah, if you take the Phil Steele Plus Tour, it's available right now. It's on YouTube, and you get 7 free selections this week and 5 quick hitters. It's all available absolutely free. Just go to philsteele.com. Click on the top blog there, and then take the tour. And like I said, it's on YouTube each and every week.
PhilSteele.com, STEELE, PhilSteele.com. And I cannot recommend it highly enough. When you go to YouTube, make sure you follow Phil's channel and then set notifications so when he drops the tour, you get notified immediately. So if you want to go make those plays with Phil, you do because that will move lines. PhilSteele.com, STEELE, PhilSteele.com. All right, Phil, we appreciate it. Enjoy a great weekend, man. We'll talk next week.
All right, sounds great, Matt. A lot of fun as always, my friend. Enjoy the game.
We certainly will. That is Phil Steele. This is After Further Review. Friday shows live from Don Juan Cigar Bar in Town Center. We're brought to you by Got Lit Light Installers, GotLitLights.com, GotLitLights.com. It's easy. They come set up lights for Christmas. You enjoy. When the season's over, they come haul them away. You do nothing but enjoy. GotLitLights.com. Check them out for a free estimate. All right, we'll knock out a quick break. Come back. Our tailgate segment is next on AFR.
AFR.
GLO. GlowResources.com. GlowResources.com. Complete employer solutions. When we say complete employer solutions, I say it that way because this isn't a temp staffing agency. They're not looking for you, the employee, to call them looking for a job. That's not what they do. Glow Resources wants you, the business owner, you, the operations manager, you, the hiring manager, you, the HR manager, you, the vice president, to call them. Because at Glow Resources, what they do is they work for you to find a permanent solution for whatever job that you have open. It doesn't matter what industry. It doesn't matter what job. They specialize in skilled blue-collar labor. They also have their professional placement division, which could help you with any office job, from an office assistant to C-level management, anything in between. And they have a 96% success rate. If you need to make your business more efficient by finding the right people, you need Glow Resources. So check them out online at GLO.glowresources.com.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Yeah, I thought it's been an excellent week of practice. Our guys responded the right way. Obviously, there's frustration anytime a game goes like that, but all you can control moving forward is how you work and how you prepare. And so I thought our guys have responded well.
Kellen Moore meeting with reporters on Friday. The Saints' final practice before they are wheels up to Buffalo. They'll take on the Bills this weekend, Sunday, noon Central, 16.5-point underdog, the biggest underdog the Saints have been in quite literally 50 years, since 1975. I don't anticipate this game, of course, is going to go well for New Orleans, but can you play better than you did a week ago and start to make progress as a team? One thing we know definitively is that the Saints are getting healthier. The injury report is out. Unfortunately, both Dylan Radins and Chase Young will not play. The Saints completely just kicked the bucket on this one, man. They screwed it up royally. Chase Young is going to miss 4 games. They should have put him on short-term IR. It's a gross oversight by Kellen Moore, the training staff, all of them. They screwed it up. They should have put him on short-term IR. You would have had the opportunity to have another person take that roster spot for the last month. They mismanaged it. There's no other way to say it. They mismanaged it, but I'd rather them take their time with Chase Young to make sure he's healthy when he does come back. But you screwed that up royally. There's no other way to say it. The good news, Taliesin Fuaga, Trevor Penning, both full participants again today. They'll play on Sunday. And, Kellen Moore did talk about what this road back has been like for Trevor Penning coming back from the toe.
Yeah, he's done an excellent job. He's done everything you can ask. Nothing easy about having to navigate an injury to start an NFL season, and with the transition that he went through, just going back to guard. And so he's going to do an excellent job. We're fired up for him.
So Penning will be at left guard. Fuaga will be at right tackle. He was a full go, meaning for the first time this season, the Saints will have their first team starting offensive line ready to go for a game, and that's something that wasn't lost on Kellen Moore on Friday.
Yeah, obviously we haven't had that group for most of this last month and a half or so, and so I'm excited to see those guys play, to get them some continuity, get playing. We've had a couple of guys step up and done a really good job, but certainly this is the group that we feel can progress in a really high way and progress together as we build this thing.
All right, Saints and Bills Sunday at noon. It's a Friday AFR live from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers. I always love telling you about our friends over at the Williamson Eye Center. 924-2020, 924-2020, or WilliamsonEye.com, WilliamsonEye.com. If you want to see 2020, call 924-2020. Remember, they're also a full-service optical shop. So we say it: eye care, eye wear, eye surgery. You need your eye exam? Williamson Eye Center. You buy contacts or glasses, you need your prescription updated, Williamson Eye Center. Or if you want that refractive procedure to get rid of contacts and glasses forever, Williamson Eye Center. 924-2020, 924-2020, or WilliamsonEye.com. All right, we're here at Don Juan Cigar Bar. It's a Football Friday. Time for the Tailgate segment. Hit it, Muse.
At LSU, we play hard, but we tailgate harder. Light your burner, fire up the grill. It's time for our Football Friday tailgate recipe of the week with Chris's Specialty Foods. 4 locations, or go to chrisspecialtyfoods.com.
All right, Coben Linedecker joins us here at Chris's once again. How are you, sir?
What's up, Matt? Glad to be back, brother.
Yeah, man. Giant one with LSU and Ole Miss. Tigers hitting the road for the first time. We always like to eat the competition, but Rebels, Sharks, Bears. I guess people eat shark. Y'all sell any shark?
No, we don't sell it, but a couple people do eat it.
Yeah, I guess you could eat some shark. All right, so what do we? This is a spread here. So what direction did we go?
Yeah, all kind of different stuff. So we did a little smoked barbecue platter today.
Let's go.
And we haven't introduced our sides. We have a ton of different sides. So I brought some of that. So right here, what you were smelling earlier that you were pumped about is some stuffed quail. I haven't brought that on the show before.
I don't even know what a quail is. Muse got it. He's laughing back in studio.
So we smoked quail, stuffed it with boudin. Of course, we're in South Louisiana.
Okay. Right, walk me through this. It might be hard for people to, if you're watching on YouTube, to see. It's on the back here. But that stuffed quail, walk me through how you. I mean, quail's not a big bird. How do you walk me through how you do this?
Yeah. So. A grown man could probably eat 3 or 4 of them. They're not very big. So we actually stuff them because it cooks more evenly. Quail's a very small bird, and laying flat on the grill, it's very hard to get even cooked throughout. So actually stuffing it and getting it sitting upright is better for it to cook evenly throughout. So
it's cooked with I guess that's the head.
Yeah,
that's the head. So you just put the head face down, so the legs are going up in the air.
And then we put some boudin in the carcass, get it sitting upright.
Got it. Okay.
Yep. So we have the stuffed quail. We did some barbecue chicken, smoked chicken wings, of course.
Yes, sir.
And then we brought this home before, our crawfish bread, one of our most popular things in store. That is some smoked andouille. You can use that in your jambalayas, pastalayas, taste tester platters. Everybody loves andouille.
What was the sausage you brought that last time that I like? That was, oh God, I can't.
The smoked brisket?
That was a sausage. Was it a brisket sausage?
Yes, brisket
that
sausage.
Was the one. Yeah,
that's our most popular sausage.
Yeah, get that one. Get that one.
And then
I'm sure that's great too, but we'll get the thing he just said.
And then this is 8 to 10 hour smoked brisket, which is actually cool about this. We sell it already smoked, already sauced in bowl bags in the store. So a lot of people don't have 8 to 10 hours to smoke a brisket. We have it already smoked, already sauced, and it's ready in 5 to 6 minutes in a boiling bag that you drop in boiling water.
Really good for, that's easy for tailgates too, if you want to do that. But so give people a tip here if they want to smoke their own brisket. How do you recommend that? You said 8 to 10 hours. Give me how you season, how you prepare it, all this stuff.
Yeah, of course. So how we do our briskets is we have about a 7 to 8 pound brisket. We don't like the overly big ones just because of time purposes. So you can pick your favorite dry rub. We use our Chris's dry rub that we sell in all the stores. We do about a 3 to 4 hour smoke time, not covered, not anything, just sitting on the smoker with some apple wood to get that flavor. Once we see the brownness we like, it comes about 3 to 4 hours at 250, 225, just depending on the size. And then once we see the brownness, the color that we're looking for, then we take those briskets off for 30 minutes. We wrap them in tin foil, pour apple juice on them, let the acidity eat them up, get them tender, wrap them in tin foil, and then we do another 4 hours on the smoker, and they come out to perfection every time.
That is a commitment.
Yes.
That is like you're starting that thing at like 6 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
Cracking open a cold beer at 6 a.m., getting that thing ready for a late lunch.
And that's why people love the bowl bags, because you get that same flavor in 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's awesome. Over at Chris's, of course, 4 locations. Like we always say, there's Millerville, there's Highland Road, there's Central. I always forget the Central one. And then there's Lakeview for all the New Orleans folks as well. And online at chrisspecialtyfoods.com. So I always say it's the back-to-back S's. chrisspecialtyfoods.com, chrisspecialtyfoods.com. October 1st is the start of deer season, right?
Yep.
So we're getting close to remind the deer hunters about...
you can drop off at any location. We're taking in, we've already gotten in a couple from out of state. Deer season already open. Drop off your deer at any location, fill out an order form, and we'll process it for you.
The whole thing, you bring it in a nice chest, process the whole thing. You drop it off in any of the Chris's location. All right, who the Tigers got tonight? The Dunham Tigers.
We played last night. We played Ascension Catholic.
How'd it go?
42-7. Good win.
How's Haven looking, man? How's Haven?
Very good. I think last week he had 8 touchdowns. Last night he had 6 touchdowns.
Not bad.
Pretty
good.
It's fun to watch him play football.
He doesn't stink. Makes it easy for the defensive coordinator whenever the offense, when the quarterback's throwing 8 touchdowns, right? Makes it pretty easy.
Yeah.
All right, give me a thought on the game tomorrow in Oxford.
Yeah, I really love the under tomorrow. It's 55.5, 56.
Look at my guy.
Look
at this.
I love the under tomorrow. I think defense, of course, will do its thing. If offense can just pull through just enough, I like LSU 24-21, and I think defense will hold its own, and I think we're going to get the ball left with a 2-minute drill, and I think we're going to go get a field goal to win it.
All right. You think the defense giving up 21 points?
I think so. In a tough environment in Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin's a guru.
Tell me this Division II quarterback's going to do that against Blake Baker's defense? Anyway, a defensive guy thinks there's going to be more offense than under, but he does like the under. I agree with you.
I do like the under.
All right, chrisspecialtyfoods.com. Thank you, Coben. I appreciate it, man. All right, brought to you by Evamore, EVAMOR, Evamore.com, Evamore.com. Of course, you're going to be eating all this delicious food. You need something delicious and nutritious to wash it down. Evamore Natural Artesian Water, EVAMOR, Evamore.com. That's Evamore.com. If you want to check it out at great local retailers or find the retailer nearest you at evamore.com, EVAMOR. Drink Evamore. And by the way, for where you shop, if they don't have it, ask them why. Drink Evamore. All right, y'all, it's after further review. Theriot's here for the Riot Radio Hours coming up after Sports Center. We're fired up to have you with us live from Don Juan Cigar Bar in Town Center. Friday show is brought to you by Got Lit Light Installers. Visit GotLitLights.com.
AFR.
All right, before we get to Terry, I'll remind you about First South Farm Credit. It might actually be good for him to be in here because when I tell you about First South Farm Credit, it's all about buying land. Boy, Theriot, he's always wanting to buy that land, man. He dreams about it. He dreams about buying that property where he can build his family's dream home and have some land out in the country. And that could be you as well if it's the 20, 50, 100 acres to build your family's dream home and have that rural lifestyle. Maybe you work in the city but have the rural lifestyle. Or maybe you want that hunting property. We're just talking about it with COVID, man. October 1st, hunting season starts. Probably going to be sharing a lease because that's what most people do. But if you want your own property, you're tired of sharing that property with someone else, First South Farm Credit can make that dream a reality because since 1916, for more than 100 years, First South Farm Credit has done one thing better than anyone else. They help Louisianians buy land. With more than 40 branches in Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, they can help you buy land anywhere in the lower 48. So visit them online at firstsouthland.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Inviting you to join us for Friday's AFR from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers, because everything looks better when it's lit. We'll see you Friday, 3 to 6 from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment. Dave's back on. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
River Parish Contractors has immediate openings for structural steel shop fabricators. Call or text Big Jake today at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com and click on employment. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always. No paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has
This is SportsCenter. I'm Nick DeLuca. Final week of the regular season in baseball. The Cubs trying to close out home field in the wild card series ahead of their matchup with the Padres, leading the Cardinals 12-1 this afternoon, a couple of outs away from a win. Nico Horner, Pete Crow Armstrong, and Michael Busch all with homers. Then Seiya Suzuki putting the icing on the cake with a grand slam. In the AL, the Red Sox can clinch a playoff spot with a win tonight. Tigers can get in with a win and an Astros loss. First pitch at Fenway just after 7 Eastern. Coverage at 6:30 here on ESPN Radio. In golf, Ryder Cup continuing at Bethpage Black. Afternoon action. The U.S. closing the gap 3-2 Europe. Justin Thomas and Cameron Young finishing 6 and 5 over Højgaard and Oberg. This afternoon, Sepp Straka and John Rahm 3-up on Scheffler and Spawn after 15. Bryson DeChambeau and Ben Griffin 1-up on Justin Rose and Tommy Fleetwood through 14. Justin Thomas and Cameron Young now 5-up on 13. Rory McIlroy and Shane Lowry 2-up after 11.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ, Chris Candy, coming up Monday from the NFL to college football and, of course, Major League Baseball. I'll recap it all in my Upon Further Review at 7 a.m. Eastern. It's Unsportsmanlike weekday mornings at 6, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from downtown Baton Rouge.
Let's ride!
Call him the Riot, born and raised in the swamps, on the fight like a tiger, he going beast mode, baby he a beast though, what you think he supposed to do, you pitch a better reload, get the point.
after further review. The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot. Presented by Alpha Customs. Alpha Customs, Prairieville and Lafayette. And online at alphacustoms.net.
How's your week going?
Week was good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, but good. I'm full of good ideas.
Here comes Theriot. The throw. Not in time. Scudero delivers and the Giants lead 4-3 in the 10th.
The wave pool, although probably full of bacteria, flesh-eating parasites, and the occasional turd, provides endless hours of fun. It's not cool to have a 30A sticker on the back of your grocery go-getter. Big fan of the truck.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR live from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers. Theriot joins us here on site. His ETA was 4:03, and he nailed it. 4:03. You want to know why his ETA at Don Juan Cigar Bar was 4:03? You want to tell him why?
Because I'm an idiot.
Why your ETA was 4:03 here?
Nice shirt.
Thanks. What do you think? Hey, you know what that is? You can't distract me.
No,
you
I'm
can't
an idiot.
distract me
I was
from
going
the
to
point.
say I was an idiot.
You can't distract me from the point.
I walked into the Guarantee Broadcast Studios with my chest poked out because I was early. I walked past CV's office. I'm like, "What's up, CV?" He goes, "What's up?"
Yeah.
And then the brain let me know.
He didn't say anything. CV didn't say anything else?
The brain let me know.
Oh. Yeah, let you know that we're not at the Guarantee office. We're not in studio.
Well, everybody that I said hello to on my way in, they all on my way out, they're all like, "Yeah, I was wondering what you were doing here."
Yeah, why are you here? I don't know. Why would you be here?
God, I'm an idiot.
We're idiot.
Stupid
idiot.
God.
Good. More for you and me, right? Anyway, well, it's great to have you.
It's good to be here.
It's good to see you.
Good to be
Big
seen.
week here. We got a Weeks and a Kiffin dating.
Yeah.
We got a big game this weekend.
Yep.
With the Tigers and the Rebel Land Sharks.
Yeah, Macy
Rebel Bear
ran
Land
at
Sharks.
Florida State today.
How did it go?
She kicked butt.
Did she really?
Oh, yeah.
How did she do?
She
Give me
did
some
well.
deets.
She did
This
really,
was cross
really
country, right?
Yeah, it is, and she's a little pissed about it because, you know, if you look at Macy, she's not a cross-country runner. She's not the typical build, but I'm very proud that she's bought in. You know, you do this to train for the track season.
Yeah, I was going to say, explain. So Macy's is going to be running track at LSU. Ryan's middle child, oldest daughter, Macy, freshman at LSU, on the track team, which is incredible, by the way.
It's great.
She just started running track, too, right? Like a year ago?
Yeah, a couple years ago. And so, but they do the cross country to train for the track, but she can't win. I mean, like, physically, it's my fault and Jonna's fault. Her genetic makeup's not going to allow it to happen.
That's what it is, man.
But she's given it her all, and she did great. She's improving every meet, and so, yeah, I was really, really proud of her today.
Love that.
Mm-hmm.
That a babe, Mace. That a babe.
That a babe. That a babe.
And but Georgie last week going and running in College Station, some Nike Elite thing. I mean, this isn't yours and Jonna's fault. This is yours and Jonna's offspring. Like, this is your Jewing. The genetics in these children, incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, Jonna, of course, was an LSU cheerleader, for those who don't know. And Terry, of course, played baseball. So you got...
Georgia's doing good. She's got a terrible attitude right now.
Oh, no, why?
I don't know. You can ask her that. She's got a bad attitude.
Your children are like the sweetest children I've ever met in my life.
She actually sucks right now. At the moment, Georgia sucks.
Georgie, what's going on?
I don't know. Maybe Miss Moscona needs to give her a call. She needs to go see Miss Moscona.
I think Erica Moscona is a huge fan of the Theriot children. So I don't know that she's going to be siding with you on this one.
So we got a big meet tomorrow, the St. Joseph Red Sticker Invitational at Highland Road Park.
Okay. What time? Early, huh?
It's going to be in the morning.
They knock those things out early.
If you guys plan on driving down Highland Road tomorrow morning, don't
go
the other way. It's going to be ridiculous.
The total other way.
But I think the Parkview Eagles plan on dominating that tomorrow.
Okay.
And so we got good week.
Well, how's speaking of week? How's your week?
It's great.
How's your weeks?
My weeks
going?
is going great.
Is your weeks is going great?
Yeah.
Is it really?
It's been a good week.
Your weeks?
It really has. It's been a great week.
Is your weeks a Witt or a West Weeks or a
Both.
Zach Weeks?
Both. All three. This letter is going to be good.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to you at all about what your letter topic is, but I don't even need to guess. I mean, I don't even need to guess what your letter topic is.
Yeah, no, it's going to be good.
One of the most obvious letter topics possibly ever.
So this is it's Ole Miss driven.
Yeah,
we'll just start it off. Okay. Dear Lane Kiffin is the first little. I guess you would call this
preamble.
Yeah, whatever. You talk like Nick Saban, you coach like Ed Orgeron on a bender, and you finish seasons like Kentucky. That's what you do, Lane Kiffin. Every year it's the same crap. Social media jabs at SEC coaches equal a spike in your Twitter followers. And that's all you're trying to do. And you're good at it. You convince 5 stars to flip because you promised them the world. Then they only have them to transfer the following year. Lane, you are the Kardashian of the SEC.
Oh.
All hype.
Oh.
No rings.
What?
No rings.
Listen to that.
Just like a Kardashian, Lane.
Wow.
Bam. Dear Whit Weeks.
Oh, so this is a new letter.
Dear Whit Weeks.
Okay.
Bro, you're telling me you couldn't find a girl in Baton Rouge? There were 1,600 girls rushed a sorority this year. I saw them.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah.
We see the Golden Girls and the cheerleaders, and if you want to get a little freaky, they also got the Tiger Girls. We've all seen them dance. It's a dang shame that y'all went public with this incestual relationship the week of the game.
What did you say?
Incestual.
Do you know what that means?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's like the Hatfield and McCoys. It's like the Hatfields dating the McCoys. It's digital. It's like somebody from Sanama marrying someone from East Ascension. That's what's happening right now.
Okay.
You just don't do it, buddy. This is the kind of stuff that'll get you run out of town, Whit. I don't care how many tackles you make or how ripped your abs are.
I for one, disagree with. I do care how many tackles you make. And
I don't.
I fully endorse your opportunity to have great abs and make a lot of tackles.
You might as well spit in the face of all us loyal Tiger fans. I don't care about your happiness. I care about mine. You're Samson and she's Delilah. She's going to cut your hair while you sleep. And you're not going to be able to tackle anybody. She's Cleopatra, Whit. And you and West are Julius Caesar and Mark Anthony. That's what's happening right now.
Did you definitely ChatGPT'd this. There's no way you pulled these off. Well, no, you're a big History Channel guy. Never mind. I take that back.
You see where I'm going with this, Whit? It's a disaster. History repeats itself. Please, for everything holy, in this now. Dear Garrett Nussmeier.
Oh, we're going to another one.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
The Saints have held up their end of the bargain, and you are not holding yours. After my dumpster fire for Nussmeier ran a few years ago, everything started to line up perfectly.
It really did.
The Saints began to really stink.
Yeah.
Mickey Loomis continues to do his best to be the worst GM in NFL history.
Yeah.
The calm, composed, guarded, responsible quarterback play is tired. I don't really care what Coach Joe has to say. And if Coach Kelly wants to play conservative and let the defense try to win games, you need to tell him to kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
Crap's not going to get you drafted, Garrett. It's time to go back to your old ways.
Slinging around.
I want the gunslinger nuts.
That's what we want.
I want a few picks. It's okay.
Just a few.
I want you to throw the ball off your back foot. I'm going to need more Mahomes and less Eli. Your game's tired right now, Nuss. It's getting boring, bro. Grow up. Do some dumb stuff. Have some fun. Sincerely, Ryan.
Like date the Ole Miss coach's daughter?
Like date the Ole Miss coach's daughter. You know what? That's fair.
It's after further review. We're at Don Juan Cigar Bar. We're brought to you by Rouse's, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Rouse's.com, Rouse's.com. Like, people may not be heading over to Oxford, so maybe you're going to be having a home gate tomorrow, tailgate game watch party. Rouse's has everything you need. Your party platters, your trays, your beer, your whiskey, your wine, your water, your beverages for the kids. Go check out the dessert tables. They got purple and gold, like pedophores or lots of great dessert options, cookies for all that. You want some centerpieces, go to the floral department. You making groceries for your mom and them?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes.
Rouse's, the official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Rouse's.com, Rouse's.com, Rouse's. This feels like home. All right, it's after further review. It's a Football Friday edition. Phil Steele was here last hour. Terriot's here. We'll get our Pick'em segment a little less than an hour from right now. I can't wait to find out who our guest picker is. Really excited to find out who our guest picker is.
Yeah.
That you lined up for us.
We'll see about that.
Yeah. Let's see about that. All right. Hey, we're here courtesy of Got Lit Light Installers. You went Got Lit last year.
I got lit.
I know.
I'm getting lit this year, too. And the parish office got it.
Parish office did as well. It's a great service. Christmas is almost here. I know it's weird to think we're at the end of September, but at Got Lit, they do their installs really starting kind of like mid-late October. So if you're thinking, I'll call them in November, it's too late. So here's my recommendation. Go to the website right now, gotlitlights.com, gotlitlights.com. Like, do this right now, gotlitlights.com. They'll come to your house and give you an estimate. People say, how much does it cost? Well, it depends what you want. Like, number one, how big's your house? Do you just want the front of your house? Do you want front and back? Do you want your roof done as well? Do you want lawn decorations? Do you want trees wrapped? Like, it depends what you want. So,
can I say something?
Yeah, of course.
You have to do this.
You do.
I mean, and I love to decorate.
I know you do.
We, Theriot, Jana loves to decorate.
I know.
This allows us to do more. It doesn't take it away. I mean, this is the best thing I've ever done.
And I hate to decorate, so it's great for me because Erica loves the decorations, and now I don't have to do anything. So it's easy. Like, they bring their lights. If anything, like a bulb goes out or anything, they come and fix it. And then when the season's over, they come take down all their lights and haul it away.
Yeah, Houston ran over some of the lights. They came out and fixed it. True story.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah.
Why would he do that?
He's not the best driver.
That's true.
Like in the shrubs, and he accidentally.
In the shrubs. In the shrubs.
Yeah, like the border thing. He kind of cut it a little bit too close. And they came out and fixed it.
Hugh, come on. Be better, Hugh. Come on. GotLitLights.com, GotLitLights.com. All right, it's after further review. Let's knock out a quick break. We'll come back. We will do Kick Rock's busy show here. We'll get you, of course, our Pick'em segment next hour. We'll do full preview and prediction for LSU Ole Miss, for Saints Bills as well. So a ton to do, and glad you're hanging out with us here on AFR.
AFR.
I want to take 60 seconds to remind you about River City's 1 hour air, 752-0001, 752-0001, 752-0001, or 1hourbr.com. Spell it out, O-N-E, 1hourbr.com. Today's Friday, kind of into the after work hours on Friday.
You're there.
So if you get home and your AC's not working, who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters?
No, they're not going to fix your AC.
River City's 1 hour air.
That's what you'll do, because they'll come out nights, holidays, weekends. So you don't have to wait until Monday.
Nope.
It's not like, let me call someone so I can get front of line for Monday. No. Make sure your AC's working tonight. Call River City's 1 hour air. Big yellow vans and trucks with the giant clock on the side, 752-0001, 752-0001. And remember, they're always going to give you a good, better, and best option. So you decide what works for your family and your budget. 752-0001, 752-0001 for River City's 1 hour air, where they're always on time or you don't pay a dime.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The First time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6th generation.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Beckham backed up to the 11. Now he's got a little room. Now he's got more room. Now he's got blockers in front. Now he's almost untouchable. No flags, touchdown.
Vern, old Uncle Vern on the call as Odell Beckham 2012, an 89-yard punt return to break Ole Miss's heart, almost from the exact spot on the field where Billy Cannon in 1959 scooped up that punt, raced 89 yards into immortality. What a moment that was, LSU and Ole Miss. This is going to be one of the annual rivalries.
Yep.
So the three permanents or annual rivalries for LSU: Ole Miss, Texas A&M, and Arkansas. How do you feel about that?
I like it. I like all three. I think all three are good.
Would you have preferred any other team?
No.
Why not Bama or Florida? Those are the two that most people are complaining about.
Yeah, I mean, I like playing Bama and Florida, but how often don't you play them every other year? Is that what's happening now?
Yes.
So we get to play them every other year?
Yeah, instead of every year, every other year.
So I would argue that Bama and Florida traditionally have been better than these three, and I want these three wins every year.
So you're not in the camp of give me the hard games. You're saying just give me the easiest path.
No, I want the easiest path. Come on. We see teams every year in the playoff get there that have weak schedules, and then they end up playing and win championships. I mean, the best team never really wins. The healthiest team wins. The freshest team wins. I mean,
the hottest team at the time.
I want easy. Give me easy.
You can't win unless you get there.
Right.
And here's the other point I'll make, and I'll make often, is, well, first of all, with respect to Alabama, I mean, we all had a front row seat to 17 years of Nick Saban. Now they got, Elmer Fudd in there, and then we don't get to play him. Like, I kind of rather play him now with Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, maybe.
As I don't think they're going to be very good for a long time. Anyway. But I do agree, I just want to get in. I just want to get in the postseason.
Yeah.
And if you're going to play 9 league games and a Power 4 non-conference, no matter what your permanents are, your annual rivals, you're going to play a brutal schedule.
Yeah.
You're playing 10 Power 4 games. You're going to have every other year 5 road conference games. It's not going to be easy no matter what. So if there's a way that you can maybe bring down that degree of difficulty a smidge, I'm here for it. You give me A&M, Ole Miss, and Arkansas, I think LSU got a great draw.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. And look, you still get to play good, fun games. You're playing
Every
Texas,
week.
You're playing Oklahoma, and even
not next year. No Oklahoma next year.
One of the, you're playing Texas, Oklahoma, Florida, Bama, and then this game that we're about to play is always a lot of fun. And no matter which team's really good or really bad, unless we're kneeling, with 4 minutes left.
5 minutes.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Almost 6, actually.
Oh, I love that.
The 5-yard line, taking a knee.
And I don't care how bad Arkansas is. It always seems like they give us a game.
I hate Arkansas.
I do
Let
too.
me rephrase. I don't care about Arkansas. I hate that Arkansas cares so much about this game because I don't want to have to care about the Arkansas game. I know they do so much. Okay.
And these are driving distance games, too. You know what I mean? They're pretty close.
I don't know that I'm completely in agreement with that because, Arkansas is not. I mean, you could drive anywhere in the league, but Arkansas is not close. Like College Station is not closer than Tuscaloosa.
It's not bad.
You know, but they're like
fair.
The thing about LSU is
Mississippi State's closer.
Yeah, LSU is. But before A&M came into the league, LSU and South Carolina were the farthest distances from anything in the conference. So there's really nothing that's quote unquote easy to get to for LSU. What?
No.
Oh, you were smiling at me. Yeah. All right, what about Arco Power Systems? Arco.com, Arco.com, ARCCO, Arco.com. You ever heard of Arco?
Yeah, they got generators.
Yeah.
Big ones.
So I didn't know I didn't know anything about Arco.
Well, they power big stuff.
Yes, until we started these conversations. They came on as part of a super impressive company.
Yeah.
They're on Airline Highway in Baton Rouge, like just north of I-12. And my goodness, man, they got offices as far west as San Antonio, as far east as Mobile, Little Rock. They're about to open up in Dallas. I mean, for 40 years, they have been powering companies. So companies that need a standby generator power option, right? Storm comes, power goes out for whatever reason. What do you do for your business? Well, Arco Power Systems. So this is industrial generators. These are not for your home. These are for buildings, for industrial and commercial buildings. Arco.com. Check them out, y'all. Incredible people at the forefront of their industry. Arco.com, ARCCO. They have a permanent installed solution. They have rental options. They can service your generator as well. You own a business, a commercial property, industrial property. You need standby power. You need Arco Power Systems, ARCCO. What type of business? It doesn't matter.
Big.
It doesn't matter what type of business.
Any.
Don Juan Cigar Bar. How do you power this whole complex?
Arco.
Paris Construction and Roofing.
Arco.
How do we? Arco, ARCCO, Arco.com, Arco.com. And if you don't call Arco, then you can kick rocks.
It's time to kick rocks with Ryan Theriot.
Kick rocks.
Presented by Ruckus. Kick rocks with shoes from Ruckus. Jones Creek Road in Baton Rouge, or go to ruckus103.com.
Tom Brady can kick rocks. That's a standing kick rocks, but this one's
a perpetual kick rock.
Kick rocks.
Did you prepare?
Yeah. Okay, you can kick rocks for being a middle midget.
Kick rocks.
Costing your team 4 points.
They can kick a whole bag of rocks for that.
Get on down the road and kick rocks.
At first, I didn't like Thursday Night Football. Now I like it.
Okay.
But what I don't like about Thursday Night Football is that it's on Prime. And I have Prime. But
what's the problem?
Well, here's the problem. I need that to be on regular.
Linear TV?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't feel like everyone has Prime. I don't think that's really fair. And I think it should be on. Well, here's what happened. Last night, this is why I'm saying this. Last night I sat down at 7:30 after my cold tub and sauna experience.
You're still doing the hot cold back to back?
Yeah, but I flipped it. I'm flipping it now.
Why you don't listen to me? Like, I mean,
it's good recovery.
It's not whatever.
So I sat down
I'm
and
not gonna another kick rocks. I'm gonna tell you to kick rocks in a second. All right, go ahead.
I was just turn on the TV, just my wind down, mind numbing, whatever, not really looking at anything. And then I'm like flipping through the channels, didn't see anything. Ended up on Fox News. An hour later, I'm like, wait, football's on.
Yeah.
But had it been on regular, what'd you call it?
Linear TV.
Linear TV, I would have seen it and stopped and watched. I do Prime. I just do Prime when I get in the bed and I watch, History Channel or, whatever.
So were you on your phone in the cold tub plunge, or you had a TV where you were?
I was on my phone, but I was reading my Bible app.
That's great. It's a way better way to spend your time.
Yeah. So that was the thing there. So they can kick rocks. Prime can kick rocks. Football and Prime can kick rocks. Jerry Jones is talking trash about Micah Parsons, saying that they can block him and they're going to eliminate him. And Jerry Jones is an idiot. Let me just say that. There was one point where he had a vision and a dream, and he did some good stuff. I watched the documentary. A lot of people probably did. It's pretty cool, actually, and it's great. But it comes to a point where everybody needs to step away. And Jerry is at that point. He needs to stop.
Brother, he's been at that point.
You're not stopping Micah Parsons. You're not blocking him. You let him go. You let a Hall of Fame football player go because of your ego and pride, and now he's gonna destroy you guys, and for that you can kick rocks.
Can I also add though that Micah Parsons was on the Cowboys and they still weren't any good?
You can add that.
So I don't think Micah Parsons was going to make the Cowboys a contender. So if you trade him and you get assets that allow you to go build a contender, cool. I don't mind the trade.
Yep.
I just don't trust Jerry Jones to do the right things to build a contender because he hasn't done that in 30 years.
Yeah. No, he didn't have to trade him. He traded him because, well, we all know why. And then the last one is And I think Aaron Judge is going to win the MVP.
Yes, he should.
And he can kick rocks.
Nope.
Anybody
Kick
that
rocks.
votes for Aaron Judge
Nope.
can kick rocks because of that.
You're wrong.
He's an average to below average defender in the outfield. He's big and he hits a lot of homers, so that's good. Kyle Riley plays a premier position, the hardest position on the field. And he's got 60 homers. He's probably going to hit more, and he's got more RBIs. And his team's going to the playoffs and the whole deal.
And so are the Yankees, by the way.
So,
Not a team that lost their ace before the season started.
Aaron Judge is the best hitter in the league. Cal
And had the
Riley
best
is the
season.
most valuable player in the league to his team.
You're
yeah.
You're wrong.
But Aaron's going to win, so whoever votes
Good
for
as
Aaron
shit.
can kick rocks.
I'd like to. Are you done? All right. Can I do a few?
Yeah.
Number one, you can kick rocks for not listening to me on the cold plunge hot tub thing.
Okay.
Kick rocks.
Like, there's a way to do that, and you just continue to ignore the things that I tell you that are scientifically proven, so you can kick rocks. I got to tell Big C, Richard Condon, to kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
Calling him out.
Oh.
We need to clip this, put it on. So actually, I'd say clip this, put it on social, but then that's just going to give him attention that he otherwise couldn't get. So Big C's a dinosaur, and all he does is complain about Hunt Palmer on Twitter all the time. It's actually kind of sad. But so Big C calls out Hunt and says, like, that he can do, Big C can make a video, any platform, and do better than Hunt would do. And so Hunt has a TikTok of him talking about, like, recruits wearing alternate uniforms when they come in recruiting. It did 1.8 million views. I said, all right, Big C, let's see you do a TikTok on recruits wearing, because he said, give me any topic, I'll do anything, and I'll get better on it. So let's do it. TikTok.
Here you
Let's
go.
do a TikTok of you talking about recruits wearing alternate uniforms, see if you could do 1.8 million. So I saw him this morning at Guarantee, got out my phone, he's like, and then all he did was hem and haw, make excuses why he wasn't ready, and this and that. But no. Big C, you can kick rocks.
Whoa.
You can kick rocks, Big C. I love you, but you got to kick rocks. You can't go on there constantly stirring the pot, calling out Hunt Palmer, kicking the anthill, doing like you do, and then when you get called to the carpet, time to put up or shut up, you just go back down in the corner. That's what Big C did today. I love him. I'm going to eulogize him. You know that he asked me years ago to eulogize him. I'm serious, dead serious.
Wow.
He's made his family aware, so when Big C passes, I'll be his Googleizer. And I'm looking forward to that. Well, I'm actually not, because that means he would be dead. And I love Big C, but he's got to kick rocks in this one. And I want to give a big hug. Can I give a hug?
You can.
Whoever is managing the LSU Twitter account deserves a gigantic hug. So today, LSU, the equipment staff arrived at Oxford, and so they got in Vaught-Hemingway Stadium and took some photos. Here's one of an LSU helmet. I don't know, Paulie, if you can pull up this tweet that I'm talking about. I didn't prep you for this, my apologies, but for those watching on YouTube, you see this. There's a helmet.
Yep.
A LSU helmet on the field in front of the press box. There's
That's a nice truck.
The equipment truck out front of Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, the LSU equipment truck. There's an LSU helmet on a seat with like an Ole Miss logo on the chair back, LSU helmet right there. And then the fourth photo is a picture of the adornment there on the facade of the stadium of all the things that Ole Miss claims that they've won, the national championships that they didn't really win, that they claim there. But there's one of the SEC West champions in 2003. I'd like to remind you that in 2003, LSU won the national championship, won the SEC championship, and beat Ole Miss in Oxford to win the West and go to Atlanta. But Ole Miss, because they tied LSU with a 7-1 conference record, despite losing to LSU, claims the SEC West championship.
Oh, that's so tired.
So LSU on their Twitter put it in the Twitter box.
Oh my gosh.
Epic troll job. Oh my God, fantastic.
Yeah, that's a good
kudos to you. Hug to you, whoever did that on the LSU.
Well done.
Twitter. All right, it's after further review. We're here at Don Juan Cigar Bar. Glad you're hanging out with us. Our Friday show here at Don Juan is brought to you by Got Lit Light Installers. Have you done it yet? GotLitLights.com. Go to that website right now. Get your phone. If you're sitting at your desk, go to GotLitLights.com. It's almost Christmas time. You want Christmas lights, but you're like me and you're never getting on your roof. You hate putting up Christmas lights. Let them do it for you. They bring their lights. They set it up. When the season's over, they take it down, haul it away. You do nothing, and your house looks beautiful. GotLitLights.com. GotLitLights.com. Within about a 30-mile radius of Baton Rouge, though. That's the one caveat. So, if you're in Shreveport, unfortunately, they're not servicing you. But Greater Baton Rouge, GotLitLights.com. GotLitLights.com. Okay. What did I say? We're going to do... Oh, I know what we're doing next. My bad. All right. It's after further review. We're going to knock out a quick break, and we'll continue here from Don Juan Cigar Bar. Don't you move.
After further review.
Oh, I finally got the invite for what's going down in a few weeks at the Watermark in downtown Baton Rouge.
Okay, what is it?
So they're celebrating the centennial of that building. 100 years. It's the original Louisiana National Bank building. And so they're doing some really cool things that are like throwbacks, like a soiree, like with 1925 decor and stuff like that. But it's 3 nights of events that they're going to be having at Watermark Baton Rouge. So excited to tell you more about those events as we get closer. But the bottom line is Baton Rouge's premier hotel property. Maybe you want a little staycation. Maybe, it's in one of the LSU home games. How about you get a room at Watermark? You wake up on a Saturday morning at Watermark, you have breakfast there, you hang out, you go down to campus. You could even shuttle or Uber walk back. Well, I wouldn't walk back, but you get easily back downtown. It's so convenient. It's the best place. It's Watermark, Baton Rouge.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona, inviting you to join us for Friday's AFR from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers, because everything looks better when it's lit. We'll see you Friday, 3 to 6 from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers.
At Luba Workers Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabriel McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Here's the game over. Jones back to throw, looking for a receiver. He has Davis. It is good. On the last play of the game, Brad Davis gets a bird pass to the corner of the end zone.
The 1 second Blues. Burt Jones to Brad Davis, one of the most famous plays in the history of Tiger Stadium. One of the most famous plays in the history, certainly, of this LSU-Ole Miss rivalry. We'll see what's in store on Saturday afternoon in Oxford, Mississippi. We'll also see Saturday afternoon if Caden Durham is going to be available for LSU. He sprained his ankle last week against Southeastern Louisiana. Brian Kelly provided a more promising update earlier this week, saying it was not a high ankle sprain, that he'd be day-to-day. Thursday, Brian Kelly meeting with reporters after practice. Here was the update on Caden Durham.
Caden Durham, how's he doing?
He is questionable.
What do you need to see from him over the next couple of days?
Time. It's really an element of time. He's gotten better each day, but we got to take Friday. We got to take right up to Saturday before we make a final decision on him and give him a chance. He wants to play. So we told him the only way this is going to work is if we give you the whole week and right up to game time. So his status is the same.
Did you ever sprain an ankle while you were playing? Yeah.
It sucks. It stays with you.
The way I explained it when Braylon Moore sprained his ankle early, it's easier for a lineman to overcome that because, man, you could tape it high and tight, and they're just kind of chopping existing in a phone booth. But for a running back, a receiver, a DB, when you're stopping, planning, cutting, go like that change of direction, that's the agility moves. Like, that's the really hard part. Like, so what was it like for you?
Yeah, I mean, look, Greg Maddox gave me a pair of cleats in spring training. I was like that girl at homecoming wearing the shoes that she probably shouldn't wear. Like that, I wore them, and I rolled my ankle because they were pitching cleats and not, like, position player cleats. And it stayed with me. The bad part was you have to tape it to play, but that actually doesn't help the healing process. It almost weakens the ankle, and then so you're all. I mean, it was a couple months before I really felt 100%, and I didn't feel like I had to rely on the tape. And mine wasn't one of these high ankle deals. It was just the thing rolled all the way over, and it was swollen and black and blue and all that. I didn't miss any time because I'm tough. So we'll see how tough Caden Durham is, but no, it is. It's similar to like a hamstring or a groin where it just kind of stays with you,
I think it'll be really interesting to see if he goes. And this is such an interesting dynamic because we know the narrative right now, right? LSU offensively has been really poor running the football. That's not, it's not an opinion. Like, certainly they can improve, and there's a lot of reasons you could explain it, but right now LSU is 112th in the country in rushing offense through 4 games. They're averaging 116 yards per game. Flip side of it is Ole Miss is allowing nearly 200 rushing yards per game. They've been objectively awful at stopping the run. So you have an LSU rushing offense, which has been bad, and an Ole Miss rushing defense, which has been worse. So what gives? Is there somebody you'd like to see get those? If Durham can't go or is limited, which it sounds like, if anything, is going to be limited if he goes at all. But you've got Caleb Jackson and Harlem Berry and Juwan Johnson all kind of there.
I think Juwan Johnson's got to get the first crack at it. I've been very, very impressed with him. He's been able to run through a lot of tackles too, man. I mean, first contact doesn't get this guy down on the ground. We've seen some awesome moves. That move to score.
The second touchdown.
The second touchdown was awesome. We know how electric he is. So I think he should get the lion's share of the touches if Durham can't go. And I tell you, I'm really excited to see Harlem Berry get an extended look. I mean, every time he's touched the ball, it's been something positive other than 1 or 2 little plays that have been stopped in the backfield. I mean, we've yet to really see him get the ball in space, like on a little swing pass or running back screen or something. And I'm interested to see that and see what he can do.
Yeah, he busted the long run against Tech. For me, I would tell you the most encouraging thing about Harlem has been when they have had him run between the tackles, he's actually shown pretty good power.
Yes.
But I agree with you on Juwan Johnson. Juwan Johnson is just a fascinating player. I'm glad that they've sort of found a spot for him as well. Like Brian Kelly talked. Muse, can we play this one? It's number 4. This was Brian Kelly after practice on Thursday about Juwan Johnson.
He started in on defense, if you remember. We were so smart, we thought he was a nickel, right? But we found his position, right? And this is one that he can impact our football team.
And it's interesting to hear him say we found his position because, remember, until JT Lindsey got arrested, he was a quarterback.
He was playing quarterback.
Like, not, he goes to the quarterback sometimes. Like, when there was individual drills, he was with the quarterbacks, not the running backs. But it's also undeniable with Juwan when you're talking about a guy. I mean, we all know the stats for now. I mean, he's Louisiana high school all-time leader in yards from scrimmage and touchdowns. Like, he has an instinctive nature about him. And the other thing that I think is impressive is at 6 foot 210, I think he is durable enough to be a lead back in the SEC. My concern for Saturday is he just hadn't done it. Like, what is 12, 15 carries for Juwan Johnson against an SEC defense on the road look like? I don't have that question for Caden Durham because I saw him do it. But remember, Caden Durham didn't play in the opener last year against Southern Cal. In week 2 against Nichols, he had 4 carries for 5 yards. Week 3, they go to South Carolina, boom. Just a couple yards shy of 100. I mean, they averaged 9 yards a carry. I mean, they blew up. They won that game because of Caden Durham. I mean, without Caden Durham having the day he did, LSU's going to lose that game on the road. So maybe this is an opportunity for if Durham isn't available or is limited, it will be an opportunity for one of these guys who hasn't yet done it to get more reps, more touches, and more opportunity.
Look, you heard it here first, because there's going to be a package. There's going to be a wildcat / running back, halfback pass is going to happen with him, and I want my Twitter to blow up when it happens.
Well, like, you literally didn't hear that here first because we saw that in the spring game. Like, we know it exists. Like, we know that package exists. We've seen him in the Wildcat. We've seen him run out of Wildcat and throw.
It's going to happen.
Okay, they may call it tomorrow. Yeah. I don't know, but, like, we know it exists.
And he may play. I mean, he may like play quarterback, like quarterback. I think that's a thing too. We're waiting. Joe's waiting. Coach Joe, he's waiting.
Got him.
He's got some stuff in there.
Okay. We're going to do Ask Ryan to wrap up the hour in just a smidge. We're brought to you by South Point Volkswagen, southpointvw.com. New and certified pre-owned in Baton Rouge and online at southpointvw.com. By the way, if you're in Lafayette, Southwest Volkswagen, same great ownership group, just your VW dealer in Lafayette. But South Point's right there, airline just north of Highland. If it's on the lot, it's online at southpointvw.com, southpointvw.com. My lease on my crossboard is almost up. Probably going to get into another new one. We just rolled through them, dude.
You're going to stay with the same model?
I think so. Erica has the Atlas.
Get one of the vans.
I don't know. They have the electric, the ID4.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not the the ID4. The electric bus is what they have.
Get that.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah,
I don't want that.
You would look good in that.
I don't want that.
Drew would love that.
Drew would probably love that. I don't want that. I love the cross-sport. Takes out the third row, a little bit sleeker. Great stuff. Love it.
I like the bus.
SouthPointVW.com. South Point Volkswagen, what's your direction? Just real quick, a lot of the sharps are laying out their opinions on this game. Pamela Maldonado, who's an ESPN betting analyst, gave her take on LSU against Ole Miss and why she thinks better should back LSU in this game.
Close your eyes and back LSU as an underdog to Ole Miss. The hidden edge in this one is situational football. LSU ranks top 20 in third down conversions, while Ole Miss is outside the top 60 defensively in getting off the field. That's exactly how drives are extended, clocks are shortened, and road teams stay comfortable. So now let's flip it. Ole Miss, we know that they live on explosives, but when they've had to string together sustained drives, they've definitely struggled. And against Arkansas, 4 different possessions of 8+ plays ended without points. LSU's defense is built to force exactly that. Long fields, bend but don't break, and eventually force a mistake. And one of the angles that people aren't talking about enough is discipline. LSU is averaging less penalty yards per game than Ole Miss, and in a one-score spread, that's hidden yardage that swings field position. So yes, LSU's offense, not pretty, but when you combine third down control, a defense that forces teams into the long way around, and cleaner execution in those margins, then you've got the type of profile for an underdog to cover.
You're starting to hear a lot. Lee Sterling yesterday on the show, professional sports bettor who sided with LSU. Phil Steele earlier today. Maldonado there from ESPN. Yesterday we had Johnny Avello from DraftKings on who said more than 60% of the money, 70% of the tickets are on LSU. The betting public is and the Sharps are siding with the Tigers in this game Saturday in Oxford, Mississippi. All right, it is After Further Review. We're glad you're with us. We're here at Don Juan Cigar Bar. Come hang out. We're presented by Got Lit Light Installers. GotLitLights.com. GotLitLights.com. Get out your phone. Do it right now. GotLitLights.com. Just schedule your consult so they come by and give you an estimate of what it would cost to have them get your home lit, because everything looks better.
It does.
When it's lit. GotLitLights.com. All right, we'll wrap up hour number 2. Ask Ryan when we come back here from Don Juan Cigar Bar. Stick around here on AFR.
After Further Review.
Do you know that we are coming on the top real estate month annually in Baton Rouge?
October?
No, November.
November? Really? I didn't know
Most
that.
people think it's spring.
I thought that.
Most people think it is. It's not. And the reason why makes a lot of sense when you hear it. It's because most people want to be in a new home for the new year or their new home for the holidays. So they list their home in October, November to be in their new home for December for the holidays and for the new year. How about that?
That makes a lot of sense.
So beat the rush right now. Darren James, agent225.com, agent225.com. If you're thinking about selling your home, Darren James will be your only call. 335-7666, 335-7666, or agent225.com. And remember, you can get that free estimate of what your home costs at agent225.com when you hit the home value tool. Do it right now, agent225.com.
Think real estate, think Darren James.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Builders School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
River Parish Contractors has immediate openings for structural steel shop fabricators. Call or text Big Jake today at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com and click on employment. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabriel McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead...
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Wrapping up hour number 2. We're glad you're with us. We're here at Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers. Visit gotlitlights.com, gotlitlights.com. All right, let's do Ask Ryan to wrap up the hour. You know the drill. You can ask Theriot anything about anything. You can email us, tweet us, or text us in the 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Did get a text. Don't forget about Caleb Jackson.
Look, man, I love Caleb Jackson, Baton Rouge kid, runs hard. But I don't know. I think I like the other two.
Yeah, and this guy said, contrary to the information you provided, the sharps and the public on the Tigers is not the case. With the line opened, LSU 1.5 favorite. Now the line's flipped to Ole Miss. That's actually not the case. I think it opened 1.5 only at Bet Online that I saw. But we had Johnny Avello here yesterday, who's the sportsbook director at DraftKings. Like, he runs the operations at DraftKings. They opened it Ole Miss 1.5. It stayed Ole Miss 1.5. And this is DraftKings. He told us Ole Miss has got, LSU's getting 60% of the money and 70% of the tickets. It's not me. It's literally the guy who's the operations director at DraftKings.
He's the guy, like the real guy.
I don't know what else you want me to tell you. Sean, ask Ryan, who plays in the World Series?
I think the Yankees are going to play in the World Series.
Oh.
I do. They're about to they're about to get hot. I think the Yankees.
Really?
And I think the...
I threw dirt on them a long time ago, bro. Not going to lie to you.
No. Watch this. And then, man, I don't know who comes out of the NL. Man, I'd love to see the Brewers. I would love to see that. So
Craig. Oh, sir.
Nothing.
Craig, ask Ryan. You ever play football? If so, what position?
Middle school, I did. I played quarterback. I hated it. I just got crushed all the time, and it wasn't a whole lot of fun for me. So I may have liked it more if I was the one doing the hitting, but I wasn't.
Yeah,
I was the one getting hit.
Ask TK, ask Ryan, who's older, Ole Miss or old Uncle Jerry?
Ole Miss is, I think.
Maybe slightly.
Yep, I think Ole Miss is older.
Caleb, ask Ryan, who's your favorite LSU football player? Who's your favorite pro football player?
Favorite LSU football player, like, of all time or present?
Up to you.
Presently, my favorite player is gotta be probably Whit Weeks. All time, Honey Badger for sure, not even close. Pro football player, right now, I love watching Derrick Henry. I just do. He's a freak.
He is a freak. There's no doubt. And to maintain it with that much physicality this deep into his career is impressive.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do you think about Ole Miss playing two quarterbacks throughout the game tomorrow? Will it matter if they do?
Oh, I don't think they're going to play the guy that threw all the picks. I mean, they might if the other guy stinks, but I hope they do, because we like to get picks. Like, we're good at interceptions.
We like that a lot.
And the other guy's good at throwing them.
Yeah. I think this guy is going to throw them too. He just hasn't seen a good defense yet, but he's about to.
I hope so.
Lee, I'm sorry, wrong one. Eric asked Ryan, favorite way to eat venison?
Ground. I like ground meat. I like to eat it like with ground meat spaghetti or something. Fried backstrap's pretty good as well. Deer poppers are good. Cream cheese, some jalapeno.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty good also.
So
not
good.
a big deer sausage guy.
So good. Who's the best uniform in MLB? Last one.
Either the Dodgers home whites or the Cubs pinstripe home.
Okay. Dodgers, just because it's a classic look, it's not a great uniform. It's just white with blue letters. Yep. It's not that good. It's not that good.
It's not that good. I like the class. I love the Yankees pins.
Hour 3 coming up right after Sports Center.
AFR.
We're brought to you by Our Lady of the Lake, championship health partner of LSU Athletics. As we always say, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU together, we roar. Remember, Our Lady of the Lake and you all attraction are partnered with Our Lady of the Lake as well as they continue to expand healthcare in so many different ways. About $250 million committed in facility upgrades this year for the Franciscan Missionaries of Our Lady Health System. It's remarkable the many different ways they continue to invest into healthcare in our communities. So that way, if you end up with some type of diagnosis or a situation, you don't have to leave. If it's cardiovascular, your heart health, if it's stroke or cancer, pediatrics, Our Lady of the Lake continues to invest in our community to make sure we have world-class health care right here at home. It's Our Lady of the Lake, and of course they're investing in world-class athletes at LSU. OLOLRMC.com/LSU. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, together we roar.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Parrish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Supreme Jasmine is premium American grown rice. From local farms to your table, every grain is supreme. Pick up a bag of Jasmine or any other of our Supreme American rice.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona, inviting you to join us for Friday's AFR from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers, because everything looks better when it's lit. We'll see you Friday, 3 to 6 from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Builders School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Nick DeLuca, inching closer to the weekend, week 4 in the NFL. Niners quarterback Brock Purdy making his return. Purdy off the injury report and is expected to start against the Jaguars on Sunday. Missed San Francisco's last 2 games with shoulder and toe injuries. The Commanders will be shorthanded against the Falcons, ruling out quarterback Jaden Daniels for a second straight week with a knee sprain. And star wide receiver Terry McLaurin will be out with a quad injury. Head coach Dan Quinn looking to see some of the Commanders' depth step up.
If you're in the game, you're the starter at the moment. And so that's just how we play. It doesn't mean we're going to be playing exactly the same way, but these are the things we're counting on you to do. And so it is part of our game. When the adversity comes, I think we're equipped for that. We expect it.
Marcus Mariota will start for Washington again. In golf, Ryder Cup continuing at Bethpage Black. Afternoon action still in favor of Europe, up 5-2. One matchup in progress. Rory McIlroy and Shane Lowry square with Patrick Cantlay and Sam Burns through 17.
ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business's needs. From quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options, Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Quote today in as little as 7 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from downtown Baton Rouge.
Let's ride!
You can't handle the
Riot Radio Hour.
Let's do that again. Guess who's back again.
I want some more.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Well, let's start the insanity. Giddy up.
With Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot.
Let me find out you wearing spanks that hide your gut.
Hour 3, off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us.
Yeah, good to be here.
AFR live from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers. Muse and Paulie are back in studio. Theriot's here on site with us, and we do this every single Football Friday. We bring on our celebrity guest picker. But first, Pete Thamel is reporting that Caden Durham is doubtful.
Oh, downgraded.
For LSU tomorrow.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I think we'll see how it all plays out, but it's kind of what we talked about earlier today, or what you talked about. It's just, it lingers, an ankle could linger, and we'll see. One of the tidbits I got earlier today was that, Durham was definitely questionable. He's got better every day. And that, Juwan Johnson, maybe, really like a 1A, 1B situation, and we'll get opportunities. But also I would fully expect that Xavion Thomas will get carries as well. Remember, we've seen a lot of that, him motioning from receiver into the backfield. And when he's instinctive, And I heard Hester talking about this earlier this week. It's a great point. Returners, this is a great analogy. Xavion's a punt returner. Mm-hmm. And a punt returner, or even kick returners, it's basically like the same skill set as a running back. You're in lanes and you're following blocks. I mean, it's conceptually the same. So Xavion Thomas, as a punt returner, has shown that vision and that ability. So handing him the ball in the backfield, I think, is similar to the skill set of following, of a punt return. So I do think they have options. They got plenty of guys. What you don't have if Durham doesn't play is someone who's taken 12, 15 carries in an SEC game on the road to see what that looks like. So there is an unknown, which it's worrisome, but it also kind of cool because it creates great opportunity as well.
No, absolutely.
So we'll see how that all plays out. All right, Muse, if you would, hit our music, and let's welcome aboard our guest picker here for Week 5 of the college football season. Since Theriot did not secure a guest picker, even though I asked you earlier in the week. Who did I ask you to get earlier in the week?
Landry Kiffin.
Yeah. Did you slide up in her DMs?
No.
You didn't even try?
Nope.
Didn't see if you knew someone who knew someone who could make a call?
Nope.
She's been in Baton Rouge a lot? You didn't even attempt? I'm surprised you didn't make an attempt.
I didn't even make an attempt. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't even make an attempt.
Why?
I don't know.
It's like the 7 degrees of separation with that. For you, it's probably like 1 degree of separation.
Yeah, I didn't even try.
Super disappointing.
Yeah.
So I figured if we can't get Landry Kiffin, we'll get the next best thing. The foremost expert on all things Whit Weeks and Landry Kiffin, and that is it's my wife, Erica.
Yes.
E-Rock, Erica Moscona, who has been fought. Look, she's an OG. She's been fought. Erica, how are you?
Hey Ryan, I'm good.
Hey Erica, what's up?
I told Matt that I thought you could pull like your pro baseball status card with her and get her on for sure.
I know. Look, there's no excuse here.
Ryan's famous. He's gonna does she know who he is?
Matt suggested it, and I just dropped the ball. I didn't do it, so that's on me.
Yeah, that's all right.
How long have you followed Landry Kiffin on social media?
I started following her on TikTok last football season when I just happened to stumble upon a Get Ready With Me with her and and her dad, which I love Lane Kiffin, first of all. He is one of my favorite people. I don't know, his sense of humor just cracks me up. I love his attitude. I love the way he just kind of roasts people. So I stumbled upon them, and then I loved it, and I kept showing everybody their Get Ready With Me's, and I started following her. So I watch her all the time. She's beautiful and funny, and I think what she did this week, I think, is awesome. So,
Why?
Because she could have broken this news any other time, but they wait and did it. What was that, Monday? When she went on Instagram? I thought it was genius.
Why was it genius?
Because it takes the photo. It could make people distracted. It gets a lot of hype. Everyone on the planet is talking about this.
I don't think everyone on the planet is talking about it.
Yes. Well,
Erica, are you off Taylor Swift and on Landry now?
No. I'm going next. I'm getting Orange Nails tomorrow.
Because the new album
comes out next Friday. I'm going to New Orleans for a listening party.
She's going to a listening party where they're all gonna get together and listen to the new album. She's going to another city to sit in a room with other people and listen to a new album.
We're not going to be sitting there taking notes and listening. It's just like a party that all they're going to do is play the album, basically.
Okay. So
it's
you're
not
still
sitting there with a notepad like you do with your games or something.
So there's enough room in there for two? That's impressive for Landry and Taylor. That's a lot. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. Good for you.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Erica, do you think whose relationship will last longer? Will Taylor and Travis break up first, or will Landry and Whit break up first?
Taylor and Travis are not breaking up. They're getting married.
Yeah,
they're gonna live happily ever after.
Now, it'll be devastating to her career if it lasts, Erica. Her whole thing is about breaking up with people and writing albums.
She's ready. She can write about happy stuff now.
Nope. It just doesn't work that way.
Okay.
No, the next album will be fire too.
Longer.
When they break up,
yeah, it's gonna be so good.
When they break up, that next album is gonna be awesome.
That breakup album is gonna be really good.
Y'all are awful. Y'all are terrible.
I think we're just honest. I think we all recognize the reality of the situation. Hey, Erica, we're going to pick games in just a second, but today's show is brought to you by Got Lit Light Installers. Would you like thank you. Would you like to confirm and share your experience with Got Lit Light Installers?
Got Lit saved Christmas at our house because Matt is a big Scrooge and doesn't like to celebrate anything fun or decorate or do anything.
Wait. Well, you can't say I don't like to celebrate. I don't like to decorate. It's the physical labor of putting up lights. I don't do any. No, that's the worst part of it. That's the fun part is having people over to our house and merriment and having cocktails and great food and all that sort of stuff. That's the fun part.
Eggnog.
Disagree. Decorating is fun, Ryan. You know it is.
I like decorating.
Oh God.
Thank you. Decorating is fun.
Mm-hmm. I like decorating and I like nutcrackers. So there's
these
that.
These are really popular lately. The
big
nutcracker
guy.
Big.
Big nutcracker guy. Big Winter Wonderland guy here.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, let's not get distracted here. We're trying to talk about Got Lit so people will call them or go to the website. GotLitLights.com.
It's amazing. Derek does a great job. He's had our house so beautiful for 2 years now, and everybody needs to call and get a quote and tailor it around your needs because it's phenomenal. It's the best thing ever to just know it's done and then it's picked up and it's easy. Perfect.
GotLitLights.com. GotLitLights.com. Go to the website, get your quote, GotLitLights.com. All right, I don't know if you've already hit the music, Muse. If you haven't, let's hit the music. All right, Erica, you've done this before because Ryan's usually lazy a few times and doesn't get a guest picker, so you know the drill. 10 games, we're just picking winners. We'll start off tonight. We got a good one out in the Big 12. It's TCU at Arizona State in the desert. Erica, who do you like?
TCU.
Ryan?
Yeah, I'm going to go TCU as well.
I am going to go Arizona State. This is one of those auto plays for me where you have an unranked favored over a ranked. Arizona State, give me the Sun Devils. Southern Cal, Erica, is at Illinois. They got to go from
I need you to give me rankings, too. No, I need rankings when you tell me the name.
No. Southern Cal is I don't have it in front of me. Southern Cal, I think Southern Cal is right. I'll get the ranking. I don't have it in front of me. Southern Cal is ranked, and then Illinois is ranked as well.
Southern Cal is the blue and yellow?
No, that's UCLA. Southern Cal is red, and it's who LSU played last year in Vegas that we saw.
That's like the hot dog team? I hate that. No.
The hot dogs.
Yes, the hot dog team.
So, the other one then, Illinois.
Okay, Erica's going to Illinois. Ryan?
Where is the game?
It's at Illinois.
Illinois.
In Champaign.
Illinois.
I am going to take Southern Cal in this game. I'm leery of it because they're traveling from L.A. to Champaign, Illinois. But I do think just watching Illinois get smoked last week by Indiana makes me very leery of them. Erica, Notre Dame at Arkansas. I know where you're going with this.
You know what I'm doing.
I know.
I'm going with Notre Dame, Jenny B, Jen Brock's offense. I'm all there. Notre Dame,
Yeah, me
5 million.
All right, we're all that would be Mike Denbrock, former LSU offensive coordinator, who's, I guess we could say, a friend of the family, and Erica loves Mike Denbrock and their whole family. So that was an obvious one. Okay, Ohio State is at Washington. Erica.
Ohio State.
Ryan.
Washington.
All right, I'm going to go Ohio State. I like Washington to cover, though. I like Washington to cover, but I like Ohio State to win the game. Auburn is at Texas A&M. Erica.
Texas A&M.
Ryan.
Auburn.
Okay, this for me is another spot play where A&M had an open date last week. Auburn had a road conference game at Oklahoma. I never like back-to-back road conference games. Even if I liked Auburn as a better team, I'm going A&M on this one, so I'll have to go with the Aggies.
I haven't heard anything about Auburn this year. I didn't even know they're playing football. Like, I don't even think they're playing.
They should have won last week.
No one's even talked about them.
Tennessee at Mississippi State. Erica.
Tennessee.
Ryan.
Tennessee.
All right, we're all Tennessee. But that's another one where I like Mississippi State in the points. I think people are sleeping on State. I think they are sneaky improved with a good quarterback in Blake Shapen. I like State with the points, and I wouldn't be surprised they won the game, but I'll take Tennessee. Oregon at Penn State, big one in the Big Ten. Whiteout at Happy Valley. Erica.
Penn State, is that the one they waved with the hospital kids?
No, that's Iowa.
Oh, are they playing?
Yes, we can do that one if you want.
Okay, let's do that one.
Well, no, we're gonna do Oregon Penn State first.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, Oregon because their uniforms, I love them.
Okay, right.
I want Penn State here.
I'm gonna go Penn State as well at home. All right, Erica, Indiana at Iowa, where they wave at which the Kinnick wave is a cool
Definitely
thing.
Iowa for sure, because that's the best tradition in college football. The best tradition. I cry every time.
Indiana's going to win by a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, darn it.
They are.
Yeah, I'm going Indiana as well. Okay, but we'll really like to watch the Kinnick wave. That'd be great. All right, Bama is at Georgia. Erica.
I mean, I'm going Georgia.
Ryan.
Georgia.
Georgia, too. I go Georgia.
Like, this isn't hard. Alabama played one legitimate team and got smoked. They blew out two garbage teams. Now they're going on the road to play Georgia, who never loses at home. I think Kirby's like 45-1 in his like. What are we talking about? Like, Georgia never loses at home. Bama and their Elmer Fudd coach ain't rolling in there and winning. Georgia's gonna dump truck them chumps. Eric, I got to figure out what I'm gonna do on Monday though. Maybe I'll paint my head with the bulldog like that guy. I gotta do something on Monday for Bama's
Maybe we
burn.
should go buy a bulldog.
You should get a bulldog. Y'all should have a bulldog.
Us buying a bulldog.
Yes.
That's a great idea.
We're not buying a bulldog. No, we're not having a dog. No.
True would love that.
Not happening.
My gosh.
He would not want that.
Yeah, he would.
A little bulldog, a little one, like the little Frenchies.
A little, no, I'm not doing that. All right, LSU at Ole Miss. Erica.
LSU by 3.
Wow.
Ryan.
Yeah, LSU. Give me the Tigers.
Y'all know I'm picking LSU. I've been picking LSU all week. All right, Erica. Thank you. I'll see you later. Love you.
All right, love you. Bye, Ryan.
All right, bye.
Erica.
It's after further review. Like, you see where this goes? Like, this somehow can't.
She knows her stuff, man. She knows her stuff.
What's the mustard team? Like, when I tell people my wife knows nothing about sports, like she asked if Southern Cal was the blue and yellow team.
She knew about Mike Denbrock.
And then she knew that it was the mustard team who we played last year in Vegas.
She knew that Iowa waves at the kids.
Yeah.
She knows some things.
All the things she does know some things. There are things she knows. Football, not one of those things that she knows. By the way, April Burkholder last week, 8-2, crushed it. You went 5-5. I went 6-4.
Okay.
Our guest pickers have done awesome this year. April was 8-2. She was all worried about doing it. She didn't know. She's like, I don't know. I'm like, I promise you, it doesn't matter. Just pick winners for whatever. She just picked teams from Texas, and
And she won.
She did great. All right, it's after further review. We are here at Don Juan Cigar Bar for a Football Friday. Y'all come hang out for part of your Friday, part of your weekend here at Don Juan Cigar Bar. We're brought to you by Supper Club, supperclubbtr.com, supperclubbtr.com. So at 5:15, if you're knocking off of work, you don't want to go home, go to Supper Club. I mean, always open seating at the bar. So 14 bar stools, 7 bar tables. It's always first come, first serve there. So you can pop on in, have a cocktail, glass of wine, maybe wait on one of those bar tables or a bar stool to come available, have your dinner at the bar, or you can try your hand at getting a reservation, getting a table. Supperclubbtr.com, supperclubbtr.com. What's your favorite thing to eat at Supper Club?
The butter cake.
I knew you were going to say the butter cake.
I love the butter cake. I love the steaks. I like the bread that they bring before.
It's so good. The dinner rolls that are one of the appetizers with all the different the different butters and stuff. It's incredible. You gotta try it. Supper Club. Look, whatever you get at Supper Club is going to be the best thing of that. If it's the sea bass or a steak or the veal parm or whatever, the burn ends, short ribs, like whatever you get, the king crab legs, the Alaskan king crab legs, whatever you get, it's going to be the best of that thing you have ever had. Just a true dining experience at Supper Club. Supperclubbtr.com, supperclubbtr.com. Okay, y'all, it is after further review. Next 2 segments, we're doing previews and picks. So when we come back, we'll break down Saints-Bills. Ryan and I will give you our picks. Then we'll break down LSU Ole Miss, give you our picks. We'll wrap up the show with Ask Ryan. Glad you're here on a Football Friday edition of AFR from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers.
AFR.
Ooh, look what we get to talk about. How fired up are you for that?
So we get to buy new plants because my landscaping is getting destroyed right now.
Why?
Pool. Gutters. Fence getting built. Outdoor kitchen. Like my landscaping is getting crushed.
So where are you going to go?
Oh, we're 100% going to Clegg's.
Clegg's Nursery. They got 4 locations, you know.
Yeah, I know exactly where I'm going. No, I'm not going there.
LA 16 in Denham?
Not going there.
Mid-City on Donmore? Or are you going to go to the Garden Center on Greenwell Springs?
I'm going to the plant,
the Garden
Wonderland in Denham Springs. Where is it?
Greenwell Springs.
It's unbelievable, that place.
It's the Garden Center on Greenwell Springs. It is massive. It's the largest garden center in the state.
Yes.
It feels like it goes on forever. Unmatched selection, and the people are awesome. It's Clegg's Nursery. Buy local, shop local. Be sure to tell them Matt sent you in when you go see our friends at Clegg's Nursery.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
When it comes to pipe fabrication, time is money. And at River Parish Contractors, we make every second count. Our 36,000 square foot shop is ready to take on your projects right now. With experienced welders, precise fittings, and fast turnarounds you can trust. Whether it's a single custom spool or a full-scale run, we have the capacity and the skill to keep your job on schedule. Call us or visit rpcontractors.com for your quote. That's rpcontractors.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Man, age is just a number.
Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona inviting you to join us for Friday's AFR from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers, because everything looks better when it's lit. We'll see you Friday, 3 to 6 from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers.
Tiger Country is 100.7 The Tiger. In the car on 100.7 FM or on the 100.7 The Tiger app.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
I think he's playing really clean football. He's just excellent in the progression game of just getting completions. He just gets completions at a really high level. The game feels very calm to him. And then when it gets off schedule, that's when he uses his legs. And he doesn't use them just to use them. All of a sudden everything gets matched out, and now he's out there, playing off schedule and making some phenomenal plays. So that's the challenge for us, is we got to do an excellent job on the first phase of the play, match things up, contest, all that good stuff. And then there's this second phase where the rush has to keep coming, the pressure has to keep coming. We still have to cover these guys in an extended period of time, because that's where he's made some explosive plays that change games.
That is Saints head coach Kellen Moore talking about Bills quarterback and NFL MVP Josh Allen. And Allen is one reason why the New Orleans Saints are the largest underdog they've been in a game since 1975. Saints are a 16.5-point underdog on the road here against the Buffalo Bills. There's a lot of reasons to like Buffalo, obviously. They might very well be the best team in the league. They might have very well the best quarterback and best player in the league. This is in Buffalo, where the Bills have a 13-game home winning streak. The Bills Mafia has had a lot to cheer for. I don't know that there's anything in this game at all that I like for New Orleans. You were a professional athlete and played on some good teams. You also played on some really bad teams. The Saints are a really bad team with no real expectation of winning anything. Losing to Seattle last week the way they did, if anybody had any, delusions of grandeur that maybe this team could catch fire and make the playoffs, I think all that went out the window last week. It was a very sobering reality of just how bad this team is.
Quick.
Right.
So the first 4 minutes of the game.
Well, and now you're going to Buffalo, and you're the biggest underdog. And Saints have had a lot of bad teams since 1975. I mean, the 1980 team was 1-15. I mean, you had the Mike Ditka teams. You had the Katrina year team that went 3-13. You've had some awful teams. None of them have been a 16.5-point underdog. So give me, when you're on a bad team, what is how do you keep going to work every day?
It's hard, man. It is miserable to head into the office knowing you're going to lose the game. I mean, that's like, studying all night for a test and go and take the test and knowing you're going to fail the test. Because, I mean, essentially that's what these guys have done, their whole careers and or this season in preparation, but they know they can't win. I mean, from the player's standpoint, there's nothing harder, than getting up for that game and then still having to go out there and execute. And I'll tell you what happens is guys end up playing very selfishly because you end up knowing that you can't win as a team. So you just want to go out there and do things individually that can pop a little bit in hopes of either getting traded or, maybe a extension on a contract. And so it just, man, it doesn't bode well at all.
What do you think is that's an interesting point. What do you think is something that, if you're watching on Sunday, and look, the Saints aren't going to win this game. I mean, when we've seen lines this big over the last decade in the NFL, one team managed to win. 8 of the other 9 have failed to cover, meaning the team that was favored covered the number. Because you have a number this big because there's just such a massive disparity. It doesn't happen in the NFL.
Right.
So what is something that, if you're watching, that you think would be an indicator of someone playing for themselves?
I mean, I think blocking from a wide receiver standpoint, that's an indication to me. That's a hustle team type thing. Blocking in general would be kind of a, one of those things that would be obvious for me. Trailing plays, defenders running, trailing plays, not giving full effort would be one. We saw a couple receivers kind of giving up on routes, or quarterback maybe gets out of the pocket, gets off schedule. Receivers just stop their routes rather than continuing their routes. That could be a selfish thing. I don't know, man. I didn't play the game long enough or at a high enough level to tell you what would be a selfish move or not. But yeah, I mean, to me, that's just, I guess, the unnoticed things that don't necessarily go on the stat sheet that help a team win.
Yeah.
And just not focusing on those things.
I'll tell you the thing that bothers me, and I've talked a lot about my expectation for the Saints team in this season. It's not great. I mean, I thought they'd win 4 or 5 games. And they may still, by the way. Like, that could certainly happen.
Do you still feel that?
I think the next 2 weeks, you're home against the Giants and the Patriots, who are bad teams. And you get those games at home. I think you could win either or both of those. You get a home game against the Jets, which I think is winnable. And division games are always unpredictable because there's so much familiarity with the teams. And the Panthers and the Falcons, I think, have some real struggles. I mean, I don't think the Panthers are good, and they just shut out the Falcons last week. So, I mean, I think there are winnable games on this schedule. So they're not going to go winless, but I think a 4 or 5 win season is probably, what you're realistically looking at, on the high end. But the things that really bother me, man, are like the penalties. You get flagged 16 times in week 1, 13 of them are accepted, and that should be such an unacceptable thing to happen. But then you come back 2 weeks later in this game in Seattle, and you have a repeat of that. You have double-digit penalties, and it's not penalties of aggression. It's false start. It's illegal motion. It's procedure. It's just stupid things that, like, how do you not have enough men on the line of scrimmage? Like, Chris Olave with an illegal formation is just an inexcusable thing. And that's where I start to look and say, is the culture bad? Are they listening to the coach? Do they respect him? Like, that's where I start to, like, to your point about great effort. I mean, Demario Davis, they're losing by 30. He's trailing plays and making tackles on the sideline and flying. That's awesome. Who he is. That's who he is.
He's a man of God.
Like, that's an obvious explanation. I just don't even know what to look for in this game.
Well, it's the things that you just mentioned too. The mental mistakes. It, to me, is a clear indication of you just not being locked in, and that's being selfish in my opinion.
Look, I mean, the last time these two teams played was in the Dome in 2021, and the Bills beat the Saints 31-6. That was Peyton's last team.
It all starts at the top, man. And when I say at the top, I'm not talking about the coach. I'm talking about above the coach. I mean, and players can feel. Players listen, they read newspapers, they understand, this is ownership, GM. That's where this whole thing starts, and it trickles upward, and they feel that same negativity, and they understand too. They're not dumb, man. And then that trickles down to the coaches, and a lot of times the coaching staff's kind of hamstrung in this scenario because you show up to a gunfight, with a knife.
Yeah.
I mean, what's he going to do?
Well, I'll try to give you something measurable to watch in this game. So, look, Buffalo's great, right? They're first in the NFL in total offense. They're first in rushing offense. They're fifth in passing offense. They're fourth in scoring offense. We know they can score, right? They got a great offense with the reigning MVP. Defensively, they're 9th overall. They're second in the NFL in passing offense, 20th in scoring, but they're dead last. Buffalo is dead last in rushing defense. They're 32nd in rush defense. So, for the first time this season, the Saints have a healthy offensive line. Or at least you'll have all 5 starters there, right? You'll have Trevor Penning at left guard. You'll have Fuaga back at right tackle. And Kamara has been really a pleasant surprise early, kind of building on the season he had last year, even though he was injured at the end of the season. He was pacing for the first 1,000-yard season of his career. This is one where, I think maybe if you're going to try to strategize in this game, that's it. It's like try to take advantage of Buffalo's porous rush defense, run the ball, possess it, shorten the game, control the clock, and maybe you keep it within the number and find some opportunities. I just don't know that the Saints defense, which is middle of the pack basically in every statistical category, if the Saints defense is ready for this challenge on the road, especially where you've got to protect the ball and play good on special teams in all 3 phases. And they just haven't shown the ability to do that. So, I want to see Alvin Kamara. I'm curious to see, another opportunity for Spencer Rattler, road game against, a tough environment, maybe the best team in the NFL. This will be a pretty indicative test of where Rattler is in his productivity. And, man, do you play with any pride after last week?
I think Rattler's done fine.
But not just Rattler. I mean, the team as a whole playing with any pride, coming back off of that experience a week ago in Seattle, which was so embarrassing from start to finish. I mean, a punt blocked, a punt return for a touchdown, a kickoff return 60 yards. You were just awful in every phase. So, I mean, I'm picking the Bills. I think you're picking the Bills. Everybody's picking the Bills. I mean, it's the biggest point spread in the NFL. The only question is, can the Saints keep it inside the number and be more competitive? I hope they can be. I don't have a lot of confidence that they will be. I think the Bills win going away. I'm not sure that the Saints will even score, but they'll take this one on the chin and then come home for a couple of games that are more winnable with the Giants and the Patriots coming up next, where you'll be punching at your own weight, in your own weight class, and see if maybe you can find a way to steal a win after this. But you're going to have to grin and bear it through this game against the Buffalo Bills coming up on Sunday in Orchard Park. All right, it's After Further Review. We're here from Don Juan Cigar Bar. Our Friday show here from Don Juan is brought to you by Gotlit Light Installers. Of course, I always love telling you about Parrish Construction and Roofing, parrishbuilt.com, parrishbuilt.com. That's me, that's Theriot, Tilly, Joe Morales, our great staff over at Parrish Construction and Roofing. We got a lot going on.
Oh, there's a ton going on at Parrish, and this is the time, I think you kind of get ready for, obviously we're in the middle of hurricane season. You never know what's going to happen. You pray that nothing does, but, get that inspection. If you have a couple missing shingles or you see, some granular loss, whatever it may be, give us a call. We'd love to come check the roof out and see if there's anything going on. It's important to get out in front of that stuff before there's a leak, and then now you have interior damage, and it's free. We don't charge anything. The guys love to get out there and give you an honest opinion on what's going on with your roof.
Yeah, I always say there's two ways to know if you have roof damage. You can let us come do that free, no obligation roofing inspection, or you can wait for it to rain and then you get water spots on your ceiling and you realize you got roof damage. And one of those options is better than the other. So we'd love to help you out with a free, no obligation roofing inspection, commercial or residential. Repairs, replacements, we do gutters, soft wash, the whole nine. Parrishbuilt.com, parrishbuilt.com. Do business with someone you know. Parrish Construction and Roofing, parrishbuilt.com. Okay, let's knock out a quick break, y'all. We'll come back, give you our final thoughts on LSU and Ole Miss prediction, then we'll wrap up the show with Ask Ryan here from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Gotlit Light Installers.
AFR.
Get Gordon and get it done. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. You've been injured in an accident. It's not your fault. Do what injured people in our state have done for, 3 decades. Get Gordon and get it done. Gordon also has so many ways that he continues to give back to the communities that he serves. And it's one of the things I love to point out is Gordon Gives, which is the philanthropic arm of Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. And there's a lot of different ways that they show that, from the laptop giveaway around graduation, the bicycle giveaway around the holidays, the G team giving great opportunities and financial opportunities to young student athletes in all different sports, both men and women's sports, at places like LSU and other schools as well. And then there's rarely a charity event in town you go to without seeing that big Block G logo, because Gordon and his team love to give back. So if you've been injured in an accident, it's not your fault. Do what injured people in our state have done for 3 decades. Go to getgordon.com, getgordon.com. Get Gordon and get it done.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Builder School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. a family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Now they'll motion Lacey back to the right side of the formation. Here's the snap. Pump fake by Nussmeier. He's going to throw towards the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Fighting Tigers! Tigers win! Tigers win! In the right corner of the end zone. 25-yard strike to Kyron Lacey. And the Tigers indeed walk it off here at Tigers Stadium with a 29-26 victory. 6 victory.
1 year ago, Chris Blair on the call, the LSU Sports Radio Network. It was Garrett Nussmeier to the late Kyron Lacey. Heroics for LSU as the Tigers would upset Ole Miss in Tiger Stadium. Devastating blow for Ole Miss in their playoff chances. A game that sort of propelled LSU as they started on what would be a really good October until they ran into some trouble in College Station. But this game generally delivers. LSU and Ole Miss. We know the stats. Home team has won the last 5 in this series. It has been a game that before this run of the last 5 years has been dominated, really, had been dominated for the previous half decade by LSU, where the Tigers had won 5 straight until this recent run. And Lane Kiffin obviously has been a big part of elevating Ole Miss's program from a doormat, a runt, which is what they've been throughout most of their history, to at least a respectable team. But this is one where I've said from the beginning of the week, and this upsets a lot of Ole Miss people. I don't know how this game is even close. I don't know what I'm missing so dramatically in this game that has Ole Miss favored or even this remotely close. I don't care that it's being played on the road in a glorified high school stadium with metal beams on the outside when you walk in, where their history is so pathetic that they have to put up a 2003 SEC West Championships banner in their stadium when LSU beat them in that stadium and won not only the West, the SEC, and also the national championship that year. That is the level of runt that we are talking about here with Ole Miss. And they've had some moments, but the bottom line is, I don't know what I am missing that would lead me. Like, there's a lot of times I'm not sure. Like, if I think LSU is going to lose a game, I'll tell you. I said I picked Clemson to beat LSU.
Yep. No, you will.
I will tell you if I think I picked Ole Miss to win this game last year in Baton Rouge. They were 3.5-point favorite. And you know what they should have? You know why they didn't? Because their coach choked. Their coach is a really good offensive game planner. He can scheme an offense. You know what he can't do? Manage a game and win. He starts going forward on 4th down in his own territory, deep, turning over possessions. Last year, deep in LSU's territory after a turnover, got no points because he went for it on the 4th down, choked away opportunities against Florida. That dude lost twice last year as a double-digit favorite to Kentucky and Florida. Let me ask you something there, Rhino.
Yep, ask away.
Let me ask something.
Ask away.
If you're a double-digit favorite and you lose twice, what do people generally say about that team?
You stink.
No, you got outcoached.
You got outcoached.
You got outcoached.
The coach
Why
isn't
did the
good.
team with lesser talent win? Because you got outcoached.
The coach made mistakes.
And that's what happens with Ole Miss all the time with Lane Kiffin. Great offensive mind, and sure, they can play the bully and they can beat up on bad teams. Last year was their opportunity. I had the utmost respect for what they did. They went in the transfer portal, bought an incredible roster a year ago. That was their opportunity, and their coach gagged it away. Yep. They lost twice as a double-digit favorite. They lost in Baton Rouge, a game they had no business losing, where they didn't trail until the final score in overtime. They left the door open, and LSU snatched the victory away. I look at this game, and it's a total role reversal, because I look at Ole Miss right now. They returned 2 starters from last year's team. 2. And everyone just is gaga over this offense right now with Trinidad Chambliss. You got a guy from Ferris State. As my friend Russ Mitchell said earlier this week, Ferris ain't a state, it's a wheel. You could tell me a dude from Division II, who a year ago was playing Division II defenses. Now he comes to Ole Miss. He's started 2 games against Arkansas and against Tulane.
Division II.
By the way, Arkansas's pass defense is in the 70s nationally. Tulane is 105. You want to sit here and tell me all about the numbers that Ole Miss's offense has put up? They played 4 teams. They played Georgia State, 120th in the country in pass defense. They scored 53 on Georgia State. Vandy played Georgia State last week, scored 70. I'm supposed to be impressed that Ole Miss hung 63 on Georgia State. Ole Miss plays. They go and play Kentucky. They end up in a tie ball game with Kentucky. Sucks. They it was supposed to be a get-right game after last year Kentucky upset them. They were supposed to go to Kentucky and blast them. Get your revenge game, payback. That game's tied with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, Kentucky stinks.
Kentucky is awful. Kentucky literally doesn't do anything well. They're at the bottom of the league rankings across the board in everything. They stink at everything. And Ole Miss was in a dogfight with them 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. This Ole Miss team defensively is atrocious. I watched Arkansas go into Oxford and put up 500 yards of offense on that defense. I watched Tulane last week rush for 180 yards. Tulane ran for 180 yards against this Ole Miss defense. Someone is going to have to explain to me what I am missing, because clearly there is something I don't see. Because what I've seen is Blake Baker's defense with pros at every level, because I know what's going to happen in April. The draft's going to roll around. Patrick Payton, Jack Pyburn, Bernard Gooden, Whit Weeks, West Weeks, Mansour Delane, A.J. Halsey, all these guys, Harold Perkins, they're all getting drafted early. They're all getting drafted. Yep. LSU's got pros at every level of the defense that's going to be going against a Division II dude that's lit it up so far against garbage teams. This will be, by a mile, the best defense they have faced, and might be the best defense they face all year. And I'm supposed to sit there and think Ole Miss is going to crack the code? When LSU goes to Clemson and a fifth-year senior with 4 returning offensive linemen and 2 all-conference receivers, they put together 1 scoring drive?
Heisman candidate.
And everyone's, Clemson stinks. Because LSU broke them. Like, that place was a madhouse when LSU went up there and played them. And they put together 1 scoring drive. You got Cade Klubnik, who's a 3-year starter, seeing ghosts, can't even find open receivers because of all the elite pressures and blitzes that Blake Baker's bringing. You think Ferris State's going to get there? It's going to crack this code? If he does, I'll sit here on Monday and I will tip my cap. I will eat a mountain of crow. I mean, I will eat the biggest pile of crow ever, but I have not felt this bullish about this game since 2022 when Ole Miss came to Baton Rouge, undefeated, in the top 10, 7-0, and I said on Monday of that week, I ain't even waiting until Friday. LSU's beating Ole Miss because Ole Miss ain't playing anybody. And by the way, Ole Miss ended up a 5-loss team that year. They were 7-0, playing absolutely nobody because that's what pollsters do. They just, if you win, you go up. LSU had lost to Florida State. They got blown out by Tennessee, but LSU had incrementally kept getting better and better. That game was at home, and you know what happened that day? LSU beat Ole Miss 45-20. 45-20. And all them Ole Miss people had nothing to say to me that week. And I'm telling you, I feel the same way right now. Not only is LSU going to win this game, I don't know that this feels close on Saturday. Like, I don't know what the scoreboard will say at the end. Maybe they get a garbage time touchdown to make it feel better. But, like, this is going to be one of those games where LSU is going to take Lane Kiffin's offense, put them in a 3-hour chokehold, and Garrett Nussmeier, who showed last week, he's through whatever torso crap he had going on. He's going to go out there and sling it. And this is an awful Ole Miss pass defense. There's not a single pro in that secondary from Ole Miss. And Nussmeier's going to sling it. The receivers are going to go bonkers because Ole Miss can't stop anybody. We saw it against Arkansas. And LSU's going to go to Oxford, and they're going to win and win comfortably. I've yet to hear any salient argument to the contrary of why Ole Miss is going to be competitive or win this game.
Well, the only argument is something you said in the beginning of that deal. The home team has won the last 5 games.
And they could play this on the moon, and LSU's kicking the crap out of that team on Saturday.
Yep.
Play it on Mars. Play it in spacesuits. Put them all in spacesuits to sort of negate the speed. Ain't gonna matter.
Dang.
This ain't an anti-Ole Miss sentiment. I picked Ole Miss to win this game last year.
Yeah, no,
because they were the better team.
I get it.
LSU is so dramatically the better team. I'm going to tell you what I've said since the offseason. And it's not me watching 4 games and trying to make something out of LSU beating Florida, who stinks. It ain't that. I have watched this team since spring and fall camp, and where a lot of people in media don't have the benefit of going and actually watching a team in practice because coaches don't allow access. Brian Kelly gives us access. I probably watched 20 hours of this team during fall camp, and I watched Mansour Delane, and I watched A.J. Halsey, and I saw Bernard Gooden give Josh Thompson hell, who's a 2-year starter in the Big Ten, and I watched this defense. I watched Harold Perkins look like Harold Perkins again. Like, I saw it. I'm not guessing. I wasn't watching him do stretch drills. I'm watching 11 on 11. I'm watching 7 on 7. I'm watching 1-on-1 drills with great receivers and DBs. And I'm like, this is what $18 million looks like. And I got news for you. Next year, all the dudes are gone.
Yeah.
So LSU's going to have a big problem next year.
We need $18 million
now?
more. Yeah.
But now?
Well, look, all you got to do is go position, player by player, and compare them to the other team. And that's going to tell you who's going to win. Or should win.
LSU, big. Tigers on the money line. Bet the under as well because Ole Miss ain't scoring. You got anything else you want to say? Call Got Lit Light installers.
I think you said it all, bud.
GotLitLights.com. Have you done that? Have you called Got Lit yet? What are you doing? Why are you waiting? Go to GotLitLights.com.
Go to Got Lit Lights.
What are you doing? Get out your phone. Everybody do this right now. I want to crash their website.
You know what I did?
Would you do this for me?
I got the big lights, old school ones.
Oh, did you?
I did the
fat bulbs?
big fat bulbs, old school last year.
Would y'all do this for me? Would you please crash their website?
I'm going right now.
GotLitLights.com. I want to crash their website right now. Get out your phone.
All right.
If you approve of the rant I just went on, I want you to go to GotLitLights.com. And I want you to fill out the form right there to get your estimate. It's easy. You hit the little bars at the top. Learn more. You can fill out the form right there on the homepage. They'll call you. They'll come give you an estimate. GotLitLights.com. Couldn't be easier. You want your home to look awesome for Christmas without you doing any of the work? They do it all. GotLitLights.com. 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 Did we crash their site yet? Can we check? Did we crash it yet?
I'm trying to crash it.
Good. I hope it crashes. GotLitLights.com. Blow them up, y'all. Let's blow them up. Great people, awesome business, awesome service. GotLitLights.com. They'll come install Christmas lights at your house. Anything goes wrong during the season, a bulb goes out, they'll come fix it. When the season's over, they pack it all up, take it away. GotLitLights.com. Pricing depends on what you want. Do you want the roof, front, trees, wrap? It just depends on square footage of your house. It just depends what you want. You do it super affordably. It is super affordable. They'll help you out. GotLitLights.com. GotLitLights.com. All right, final break. Wrap up with Ask Ryan next.
AFR. 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Hi, this is Beth Tarina. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here. We eat out here. We watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
He stands on his own 28. He gets a pass from center. He boots it and gets another nice kick away going way downfield. Billy Cannon watches it bounce. He takes it on his own 11. He comes back upfield to the 15, stumbles momentarily. He's at the 20, running hard at the 25, gets away from one man to 30, still runs at 25, at the 35 to 25. He's down to 50, he's in the clip, 45 to 40. In the 10 to 5, he scores!
J.C. Polite's Halloween, 1959. A play that the second you hear it, you know exactly what it means. Arguably, the greatest moment in the history of LSU athletics. Billy Cannon's run, Warren Morris's home run. I mean, I think that's the list right there. What does Saturday afternoon in Oxford have in store for LSU and Ole Miss? Can't wait to see. I think it's going to be ass whipping. Y'all know how I feel about it already.
Really? How do you feel about it?
I mean, look, I've been wrong before. But how often do I go that hard on a prediction? How often? You sit with me every Friday. How often do I go that hard on a prediction?
It's pretty hard.
How often?
You got lit.
How often do I do that?
Not me.
How
look,
often am I that convicted on a pick?
Not often. It's not often.
Ask Ryan, does Whit Weeks remind you of Hall of Famer Kevin Green?
I don't. Is that a wrestler?
No, it's a guy with the long hair. Played for the Rams and the Steelers and the Panthers at the end of his. Him. You recognize him?
Yeah. He reminds me of Alex Anzalone.
Kind of. Yeah. Much bigger than Alex Anzalone. Mm-hmm. Ask Ryan, we all know he's going to win the Cy Young. You've played with and against big league pitching. Can Skeens be branded as the best pitcher of the last decade?
Yes, absolutely. No doubt about it.
Can't wait to see what's next. Wrap it up here from Don Juan Cigar Bar. Muse Pauly back in studio. Thanks. Alondra's done a great job on site here. Appreciate Alondra Villarreal. GotLitLights.com. Y'all check them out for Got Lit Light installers. GotLitLights.com. Have a great weekend. See you Monday.
After further review.
As we get on down the road, remind you about Shaw Bills Tire and Auto Service. ShawBillsTire.com, ShawBillsTire.com. With locations all over South Louisiana, you need work done to your vehicle, you go to Shaw Bills because they will sell you name brand tires at wholesale prices and they'll treat you like family. Things like free tire repairs. Even if you didn't buy the tires at Shaw Bills. Got a tire leak, bring it to Shaw Bills.
Nail in your tire?
They'll just patch it. They'll patch it. If you need a new tire, now they're going to sell you the best tire on the road at the cheapest price possible.
They will.
Tires for any budget. And they work so hard to combine like a manufacturer offer with their in-house offer. Like they always have great deals when you use the Shaw Bills credit card, so ask about that when you go. But the most important thing is what Mr. Charlie put in their customer bill of rights. Like they actually have a customer bill of rights, things they feel you as the customer are entitled to when you walk through their door. They're going to treat you awesome. It's Shaw Bills. ShawBillsTire.com, ShawBillsTire.com. It's Shaw Bills, where we keep you rolling.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit LouisianaPropane.com.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
River Parish Contractors has immediate openings for structural steel shop fabricators. Call or text Big Jake today at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com and click on employment. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
Tiger Country is 100.7 The Tiger. In the car on 100.7 FM or on the 100.7 The Tiger app. 90s country and beyond. 100.7 The Tiger.